when your co-host bails on you?
What's that?
You fucking have his father come co-host instead. That's what you do. Why is the fucking thing isn't working? I mean, it's working.
Check. Oh, I'm on.
Yeah. No, we're going.
Oh,
It's just I have a title page and then it fades into the video because we're all cool like that and shit. You know what I mean?
All right.
And the shit don't work. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's the keyboard. I don't give a fuck. If you are watching live, you might be on twitch.tv/shotsforlikes podcast, mixer.com/shotsforlikes, and on YouTube at shotsforlikesvideo.com. And if you just want to listen, shotsforlikespodcast.com. And we have Father Finn back for the
Third time.
Third.
Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit.
So, yeah!
Third time's a charm, baby!
I wonder how many times we're going to sing like that. Like, imagine an hour from now when I'm all tuned up and she's like, yeah! So you actually haven't been in this room with any of this shit. Because the first time you came here, you were stuck with the fucking table, right?
Yeah.
That little white folding table.
That's correct.
And then we went to Keith's grandparents' house.
That was a blast.
And that was awesome. Yeah. The second I let to go take a picture, like, God, man, Fudge, he's fucking eating everything. Don't shut the fuck up. Come back, what's up, guys? Oh, hey, Fudge. Hey, Fudge. And then, so now you're here. So, yeah, you have been around for the cameras and, you know, this big table that is just laced in dildos.
Yeah, I see that there is quite the paraphernalia hanging around at my son's.
Yeah, technically
domain.
there's 6 dildos if you count these little guys.
6.
And that gummy bear I plan on eating years from now. So it's been there for a few months. I wish I knew when the gummy bear got there, because I probably should have wrote it down somewhere to give a time frame. Because I'm thinking at least 5 years.
That gummy bear's been sitting on that dildo for 5 years?
It hasn't been 5 years. I'm saying I want to wait like years before I eat it. You know, then the other podcast, I'm sure nothing will happen. So it's full of God knows what. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but it's only been.
You'll probably hallucinate just like the drugs that we used to do back in the day.
That's perfect to take on the podcast then.
Yes.
It's not really drugs. It's just a gummy bear that sat around.
You know what it looked like? You know what I honestly thought that was?
An Irish penis.
I know. I thought they were during Easter time. Those little yellow chicks come out. Those marshmallow chicks.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I thought it was, and it looked like you guys put a red wig on the thing from here because my glasses are not on. I can't see.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's just a small dildo with a gummy bear on top.
So I'm going to Easter and you guys are going to dildos. Yeah. Yes.
Dildos all day, man. Let me hit the theme song here and then
Mike, check.
Prepare a shot.
Fudge and Finn. Shots for
All that good
likes.
stuff.
Shots for likes.
Sure you don't want a shot?
No, I'm good. Now I got to have a half shot.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's all I do, man. I don't even do full shots anymore.
Do we have a shot glass for me or no? I mean, I'm a fucking guest. There's nobody, there's...
Likes.
The hell?
The shot
Where the
glass
hell's
has
the
a
green
dick on
room?
it.
I don't care if it's a dick on it. I'm not, listen, I'm all
Yeah, but
about
it's-
whatever you want. Is it dirty?
But that's the thing. I would have rinsed it off because I didn't think you want the.
Here, do me a favor. Could you slide the bottle over to me?
I can.
Yeah.
Ready to,
Yeah.
So, that you want to move that moonshine?
Yeah.
That's moonshine in there.
Oh, okay.
All right, ready?
Slide that.
Hey!
All right.
Not too shabby. All right, not too shabby.
But you're not afraid of AIDS because, because I'm taking...
I mean, if I don't have it now, let's do it.
Do the shot?
That's how we connect. Hell yeah. Yeah, let's do this shot. Father Finn, back again.
Son, number 2. Great to be with you.
Well, you got a lot of rhyming. We're poets and we had no idea about it.
How come, wait a minute, are you done with your thing or can I just start talking?
Yeah, I've already gotten out of the way what nobody cares about.
I'm gonna push this back to you, but I gotta ask a question.
Sure.
Was it designed that my son Keith sits here and he's got that dope looking down at him at 24/7? What is that? Did you design that?
No, our buddy Pete.
Who's Pete?
Well, you know Ross, right? The super duper nerd Browns fan from high school. I'm sure you've met him, but he's good. I mean, we're friends with Pete too, but Ross is like best friends with him. Hello, Lifted Horizon 16. Thanks for watching.
Ew.
Because Pete's a big Giants fan as well as I. So when he came on, he bought that photo as a gift. And then Sonny Gray Dipko bought that on because that's that game that Sonny Gray pitched like shit and then he got pulled out after letting like 8 runs in like an inning or something.
Why do you think he's smiling like that? Why do you?
I don't know, because he's a dipshit. But then he went to the fucking Reds and had like a 2.3 ERA all year. That fucking scumbag.
Well, it could be worse. You could be a Met fan like me and Keith, and our players, every time they get traded, they all of a sudden become great. Except for this year, of course, Harvey never got anywhere, thank God.
Yeah, finally it didn't happen, I guess, right? I mean, you guys are a good teammates. It's just, if your bullpen didn't give up half the games they gave up, or really if Edwin Diaz didn't,
Diaz.
you guys literally would have been in the playoffs.
Yeah, true.
Like, you guys have a good team.
Yes, and there were some good decisions that were made, but as a Met fan, it's extremely frustrating. We got this guy named Cespedes. Yeah, he brought us to, the 2015? It was because of him that we got there. But where the hell has he been lately? He's getting paid lots of money to go out on his freaking farm and play golf and land in a hole!
Yeah. And
now he can't play baseball again. He's getting paid millions of dollars to do that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you sometimes don't need the rice and beans. You know what you need? I'll tell you what we need. We need to bring back Big Sexy. We're going to bring Big Sexy back the whole season to pitch, and he would have pitched every single night in relief with one bullpen person. Big Sexy. You know what that is?
Yeah, I do.
Well, he's just, what's he doing? He's sitting back. He's getting fatter. It's great. We feed him rice and beans.
He was still pitching last year, right? I don't know about this year,
He was pitching last year, but he was pitching great.
Yeah.
And the Mets,
and he was starting too, wasn't he?
There was some times where,
he was starting for the Mets, but then when he left, did he start doing the bullpen, I guess?
He was back in the bullpen, but then he started again. And it just doesn't. He goes up there, he's big and fat. He's all greased up because he's got the pork going on in him. The empanadas.
A lot of cold cuts seeping out his pores, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And he just throws the ball, goes home, and the day's done. But no, we got a whole freaking bullpen filled with bozos.
Well, Lugo, second half of the year, Lugo got, became brilliant eventually.
Yeah.
And he started closing, basically. But, how unbelievable is that? Didn't he get 50 saves last year, Edwin Diaz? Was it 50 or 60? It was something like unbelievable number. And you guys get him, and you're like, all right, we're taking Cano because we want Diaz.
Yeah.
But, Cano hopefully will still be good, even though he's not in the PDs anymore. And he was like, I mean, I think I know he had some streaks where he was pretty good. For the most part, he kind of was beat.
Yeah.
Dogged
down.
That's just, what can you do? Like, you're doing your best to get this. I mean, I guess he wasn't considered a prospect anymore because, he was pitching consistently, but at the point was like considered like what's going to be the best closer in the game maybe for the next few years, going out of your way to get him and then you fucking sign Familia again for what, like another 2 years for like 8-10 mil or something like that, right? And then he wasn't that great at all this year, really.
No, he sucked.
So it's...
Yeah, sucks. Sucks. Did I tap that out?
No.
I haven't sang in years, so...
Really? You just had... Well, I know... With Rivera Boma, is Rivera Boma still going?
Their new band is called Dead Risen. They just signed to one, like... there's no labels anymore, right? I mean, there's labels, but whatever.
It's a lot of management for touring and shit.
That type of
thing.
So they signed to what is considered the biggest metal label out there at this point. Mm-hmm. So their CD's technically going to come out, I think, around spring. And they are contracted to do another CD, so they're starting their writing process. But they're going to get some tours over the summer, so I'm really happy for them. So, no, I haven't done anything. I saw Rod the other day, actually.
That's awesome. Yeah, well, you're still like best friends with him, right?
Oh man, he's my brother forever.
Yeah. He shreds, bro.
Yeah, that boy shreds, and he's got these little hands, amongst other things.
You know what they say about little hands? Huge Spanish cock.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I'm assuming.
No, it's like his hands.
Well, maybe he's got a little Irish in him then, poor guy.
Yeah, he does. Just, I've been blessed with that gift.
Yeah, we all got a little Irish in us. We're a little Irish on us. Well, clearly they work. You got kids. I got a kid. They do the job. They get it done.
Hey, you know something? I was thinking about this, Dan. I'm saying to myself, I'm going to hang out with son number 2 tonight, right?
Number
Number two. And I'm saying to myself, I remember when you were young, right? And we were, at the house and all that kind of stuff. And then you started getting older and,
fatter,
and you got your own place. And then you got your real own place.
my
and
own breasts.
Your own breasts. And now you're a dad.
I know.
And I'm like, you're in the shoes I was like many years ago. And you're the dad, man.
Minus the weight.
Minus the what?
The weight. Yeah, I was in your shoes, but you didn't have the weight.
Actually, I was running marathons back then, so I was only 155 pounds.
Damn, marathon.
Dude, I used to drink a lot of beer. I used to have Keith go. I had a kegerator downstairs. I know we talked about that before, but I'd be like, hey, son, yeah, Dad, get me 2 more pitchers of that beer from the kegerator. You bring it right in.
Sneaking them on the way out, probably like, oh.
Totally. But anyway, I just wanted to say, Dan, I know we're going to joke all night, but I wanted to get the serious out of the way. I'm really proud of you, son.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
It's, it's a great thing. You're really knocking it out of the park.
Doing what I gotta. Keeping the baby alive.
Yeah, baby.
Every day. Right? So when? Wake up, she's moving around. She's alive again. Month number 8. You're welcome. All right? That's all you gotta do. Just don't hit the thing. Keep it alive. You feed it, right?
You feed it. Are you feeding it
Teach
healthy?
You to say stuff. I mean, I look for like organic food, stuff like that, because I don't want to like feed it chemicals and shit. But yeah, I don't get like this, the beef water on sale. God knows what the hell's in it. Shit. Like I look for decent shit.
So let me ask you a question: Are you breastfeeding or is your wife breastfeeding?
I started day 1. No, she breastfed for a little bit and then moved on.
You pump?
Oh no, we moved to formula pretty quick, and she's already eating solid food and shit.
Did you ever try breast milk?
No, I never tried it.
You should have tried
it. Keith was telling me to get some in like a cup or something, bring it over, and give it a shot.
It's rather disgusting. So
I can imagine because the formula's fucking rank too, dude. Yeah. You ever like, you go to clean the bottle or whatever later because you got a bunch of them laying around, right? So one might be from a few hours ago, and you open it, it's just like the stench that comes out. That thing. You're like, fucking babies drink this shit, but it won't feed them the fucking expensive fucking free range or get whatever bullshit they're putting in a little glass bottle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Like, come on, it's disgusting.
It should at least taste like chocolate milk, for God's sake.
Or something.
Yeah.
You never know. Maybe, maybe the black mamas, they got some chocolate milk popping out, right? Ebony, ivory. Right? I thought you would know the song. Goes, man.
Ebony, ivory, something out of me.
Great rendition.
Yeah, Paul McCartney doesn't even own half the Beatles songs. Actually, the Michael Jackson estates own a lot of the Beatles songs.
That's a Beatles song?
Well, no, that's Paul McCartney and
a black guy.
I think it's Stevie Wonder.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I think because Paul McCartney did 2 with Michael Jackson, and I think he did 1 with Stevie Wonder. So Ebony and Ivory was with Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder, do you ever listen to his stuff, man? His old stuff?
No.
Dude, oh my God. Dude, first of all, he plays all the instruments.
Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, Stevie Wonder.
I thought he played piano. I didn't know he played everything.
He played everything. Everything you hear on a CD basically are just all him playing. Yeah, dude, he's banging.
He's like and comparing, him and Prince, but Prince Prince wrote everything, right?
Prince was a deal.
Yeah.
Prince is the real deal. Dude, that boy could shred on that guitar, man.
He did everything, man.
Yeah.
All the legends are just croaking way too early, dog.
Dying.
Rest in peace, Prince.
Peace out, Prince. Yes. And Paul McCartney, God bless him. I mean, he's still performing, but...
Was he like fucking 400?
He's probably around 402 years old.
Who's older, him or the guy from the Rolling Stones? Dude, that dude looks like fucking the Crypt Keeper, dog.
I think, what do you mean? Keith Richards, the one that is the guitarist who has Leatherface? Or Mick Jagger, who just always says...
Mick Jagger just fucking... You know what I heard the other day? I guess we're just bouncing all over the place. Who gives a fuck? Ozzy Osbourne might be dead in a few months.
Because of that injury he had.
What injury? I mean, I don't... the wife was reading some article last night.
She made him become sober, which I think was a mistake. All right?
His wife?
Yeah, Sharon.
Didn't they divorce or...
They were kind of... Because she said, I'm done with your drinking. right?
Yeah, which, can you blame her?
Right. So anyway, so he would hide stuff like in the laundry room, and all of a sudden he took up laundry. He wants to do laundry and shit.
Oh, sure. I just want to do some laundry. Right?
Why is this brown shit on the floor?
Yeah, that's how did you understand?
She made him sober up so they could stay together. So anyway, he sobered up and he fell on his face in the middle of the night and slammed on a coffee table and cracked his head open. They thought he was going to die then. That was about 6 months ago. He was in rehab. Yeah.
Now, there was something, my wife was reading an article last night that I guess is pretty recent that, like, people are predicting because something else happened recently, I think, or something. But I don't know. I don't know. It could have just been some clickbait bullshit like, oh, everything's catching up to him. Just because, you know what I mean?
He's going out on tour again.
Well, he just talked about he just canceled tours in the beginning of next year and shit.
Okay, and that's something in here. Yeah.
So maybe it is legit. Maybe the article isn't bullshit then.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Mike Croak, another great.
Yeah, they're all
another
going,
metal
man.
legend.
Metal legend. Who else? Didn't two musicians die just recently? Who just passed?
People are croaking left and right. Didn't somebody else from Pantera just die? Did the drummer just die? Am I losing my mind?
I don't know. You have to look it up. You have no Wi-Fi, dude.
Unlimited data, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what these things mean.
Dead Pantera members.
That picture of Dan Haggerty.
I could have swore the drummer Vinny. His name.
Vinny Box of Spaghetti.
Vinny Box of Spaghetti. All right, Vinny. Yeah. Oh wow, Vinny Paul died in. Oh yeah, 2018.
Ah, that's
the drummer, which I'm pretty sure was the brother to Dimebag Darrell, the guy who got shot, and their new band. Remember, because the crazed fan wanted Pantera back together.
Oh yeah,
but the lead singer's like a racist heroin addict piece of shit.
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, no, we're not going to play music with him anymore. And I guess the guy got he went crazy. Some member or some fan, and he just freaked the fuck out. And they were in some smaller venue there. I forgot the whole band was Pantera without the lead singer, different lead singer. I think it was called Damage Plan was the band.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Did you ever hear the story? Did you hear how Dimebag the fan ran on stage?
Oh yeah,
shot Dimebag Darrell.
Yeah,
Vinny. I think he just. I mean, I didn't look at the reason, but he died last year. I think it was just maybe something health related. Like, he was always a big fucking guy, so probably like some heart attack or something.
Yeah. Well, also if he was doing drugs at one point, I mean that catches up to you. Oh, you know who died? Eddie Money died.
Who's Eddie Money?
2 tickets to paradise.
Oh, that's right. Won't name my dick and make it nice or whatever, right?
Dude, I saw him live in 1979 when that CD came out. Carlos Santana was headlining the Madison Square Garden.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, that was a great show. It was a really, really good show.
At what percent? Like, when does Carlos Santana decide to sing on his songs?
He doesn't sing.
Yeah, but doesn't he every now and then he'll hop on or does he just literally 100% never sing?
No, he never sings. He used to have, it used to be the lead singer back in the day when he was in Woodstock, Greg Raleigh from what evolved into Journey, and Neil Sean. Neil Sean was at Woodstock, and he was 16 years old and played Woodstock, and Greg Raleigh sang Black Magic Woman. And then they evolved into Journey, and then they realized they needed a lead singer, so then they brought in Steve Perry.
Okay, but what does that have to do with Carlos Santana?
I don't fucking know, because Craig Raleigh was in the band.
Okay, all right. Well, you
know because you said, does he ever sing? And I said Greg Raleigh was his original lead singer. Is where I was going with it. I could have swore
here and there I felt like he would
sing.
Yeah, but not like his popular songs. Because remember when Carlos Santana kind of came back and got mixed in like some popular shit, like what was it, like early 2000s?
Yeah, it was with that was with the guy from what band?
Lives ain't cool enough. I would give my life. Matchbox 20.
Matchbox 20.
Give you up, I would change. Right? That fucking loser. That band, man.
Well, what was your favorite band in the 90s?
In the 90s?
Yeah.
I mean...
Late 90s, 2000.
I was stealing CDs from my brother's CD collection. I very much remember Metallica.
Yeah.
I remember a rapper here. I remember Dr. Dre, his album The Chronic. I remember Nirvana. I remember Alice in Chains. Pearl Jam. A lot of grunge, but definitely some metal too. I don't know. I guess maybe I gotta stop drawing.
So like, so like, you didn't like the '90s bands like, was it Sugar Ray and Nickelback.
Third Eye Blind's album, I
Third Eye
forgot the name of the album, but that one that came out with, the well, we must step out from that ledge, my friend.
Yeah.
Right, that one, that album's definitely I actually listened to that album a few weeks ago just for the hell of it. It's actually really good. It holds up. It's pretty good. But I don't know. Yeah, name off some other bands. I'll tell you if I like them or not.
Oh, we got Smash Mouth.
No.
Dude, the guy from Smash Mouth's now like a DJ on Sirius. Except I can't take him. He does the 90s. He does a 90s stint like for 4 hours.
Really?
Yeah. Total
Because I know that they still like hop around and like play shows. Like, don't they do shit in Disney, I think? I feel like Eric and his wife, they went to Disney a few months ago.
Thanks for the host. Let's see where this relationship is going.
Someone hosted us. Thanks. It's probably Keith, though.
What does it mean when somebody...
Anybody
Let's interrupt you for a second. What does it mean if somebody hosted this and the music came in? What happened just there?
I mean, I'm going to guess it might be Keith, but what happens is people on Twitch, which is like a streaming site like I was explaining, it's one of the sites that we stream on.
Yeah.
They can host us on their channel. So their fans or followers or whatever will get notifications that like, hey, they're online and streaming. So their fans will pop on and then they'll see us.
Okay.
So whoever hosted us, thanks. I don't know who, but I just had that little thing playing.
Thank you for hosting us.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, yo.
And thanks there, Taylor. I just realized who that was. And, we got it eventually. Vinny the drummer.
Vinny Paul the drummer. I could see that. I really should have put my glasses on because I can't see shit.
Less Than Jake. It's another band I was listening to a lot in the 90s. There's that ska band.
Oh, okay.
They were never like that big or anything. They had their little stint on MTV for a little bit. Because they were like a ska band with like a horn section and stuff.
Like
kind of like a punk ska band and stuff.
What about like Sublime?
Yeah, I liked Sublime a lot, for sure.
What the hell was the name of that band that we talked about them on the last pack? Dirt's Limp Bizkit.
Oh, you're like Durst. No, yeah, fucking. I still listen to Limp Bizkit.
Dude, their music freaking rock, man.
Dude, if me and Keith didn't have this fucking godforsaken podcast, right?
Yeah.
And we were still just hanging out, staying up till like fucking 4 a.m. drinking, waiting for Kristen to come home and get mad at him because he's so drunk he could barely walk. Literally it's like we always just end up on watching live, like old live Limp Bizkit. Because you watch new live Limp Bizkit now, it's fucking trash. Like it's really...
Isn't it just him?
No. It's the same band.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure Wes Borland's back, but I don't... Because he dresses up with the weird costumes. You can't even tell it's him and shit. But like... Fred Durst is just, the whole thing's weird because I don't think Fred can scream anymore.
Yeah.
So like they don't play any of the older shit. And even like, I think they maybe like they might play like break stuff or something like off of that. Just one of those days when you don't want to wake up. Yeah, like they don't really play like older shit anymore because a lot of it had screaming and he won't scream anymore and shit. So they play a lot of the newer shit, which, I never really gave a shit about. But yeah, we just, just watching like Woodstock videos getting hammered. And just watching like fucking like Rage Against the Machine and Korn and Limp Bizkit. Limp Bizkit's like the big one though, man.
Yeah, definitely.
You can't fuck with the LB, you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. Well, who's I was scrolling through something online, the top 50 guitarists, and they had the guy from Rage Against the Machine. They
Tom
had
Morello?
in there. Yeah, is he that good?
Yeah, he's definitely a solid guitar player. He's a really, really good like writer, like. In like original, the shit he did was really groundbreaking. He used a lot of different types of like pedals and stuff for guitars.
Okay.
And he was just really original with the shit he was doing, like kind of like groundbreaking weird shit. He would like use like the pedals in the guitar in a different sense and like make noise sound like music instead of just like rocking riffs the whole time.
Right.
You know what I mean? And all his solos were like really like, they weren't like shreddy. They were like weird fucking shit that he'd be doing with like the mixture of like those pedals and switching back between pickups and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean it's a different type of good, but yeah, he's
So I guess you weren't listening like I was to country music in the 90s.
Country music. Now old country,
that's what I love.
I can respect it.
Yeah.
Right? But this new pop country garbage, it's like I'm gonna take a shot to how much I hate fucking country right now.
Take a shot.
Like, like if Johnny Cash or something, I know it's so fucking, cliche to say, like, oh, country, Johnny Cash or some shit. Like, I'm not going to go out and listen to Garth Brooks or some shit. But, like, something like Johnny Cash came on, and, like, I don't even, like, is that even country? Like, I guess it was considered country at one point, right?
When he started off, he was signed to Elvis's label, and he recorded in Sun Records. And all those guys were buddies, actually, and they all jammed together. In fact, they have a session. It's Johnny Cash, Elvis, Carl Perkins, and the Killer, Jerry Lee Lewis. So anyway, getting back to Johnny Cash, he started off more of a rockabilly kind of thing, and then he evolved into to country music. But yeah, like my favorite country artist is Waylon Jennings. I mean, him and Willie Nelson.
Wailing, what a name.
Dude, his music is just
Thanks
so
a lot,
good.
Mom and Dad. Why don't you name me fucking Wailing?
That's right, Mom.
Who's that fat guy who's just yelling a lot? His name is Wailing. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, I'm Wailing. Like, that's all I would do. I'd be the biggest fucking dickhole ever. I would just walk around and just say, my motherfucking name is Wailing, bitch. I'd always have some, like, blow-up guitar or something to be like, like when someone asked my name, you know? Just be a dickhead my whole life, even more than I already am.
I was going to say, I mean, aren't you already?
Very much so.
That's
Very
beautiful,
much
and that's what I love about you.
Yeah, well, you know, it's never going to change.
Well, has it mellowed since you've been the dad, or?
No, not really. I don't even get why my wife wants to be with me, but she's just as much of a goofball as me.
Well,
So,
that's the balance. That's the
Yeah,
whole thing. And then
there you
your daughter's gonna
balance of the force.
Actually, your daughter's probably gonna become president.
My dad is an asshole, and I will not run this country that way. I'll be drunk in this. I love you. Do you have any more alcohol in this place? It's ridiculous here.
And none of that Pavlov stuff. I want the real deal, Tito's.
I know you Democrats drink. Who's got booze? Yeah, she's definitely a pretty smart baby.
So what about changing diapers? Have you adapted to that?
I'm not the type of like guy that's like old school, like you clean that and I'll go fucking mow the lawn or something. Like we whatever, we just do everything.
Just do it.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna what kind of person? Oh, here's my baby. You change it while I sit here and fucking do nothing and watch
Eat
football.
Doritos.
You know what I mean? Like,
have you turned your daughter on to Doritos yet?
She's licked a chip or two.
Yeah,
because she's only got a few teeth. She's not really chewing yet.
She teething?
It's like the seventh circle of hell, dude. It's like
it's bad.
That is nowhere near describing it, man. That's not the adjective to use because it's not enough.
Yeah.
The baby, it's just like a like just like all day, and you're like, I can't hit it. Well, how do you stop it? You know, she's only got like 4, I think, right now though. She hasn't really teethed too much in a while, but I'm dreading the rest of those fucking 28 teeth or whatever the fuck, however many there are, man.
Well, you know what Hans used to do?
Swipe a little whiskey and it comes.
Well, he'd
She's already got my genes, man.
I know.
I can't be like.
Start her off right.
If anything, I feel like I'd be starting her off wrong. Like, she's got her whole young to mid 20s to destroy her body, just like the rest of us did. You know.
Well, I think that I think when Hans was pouring that, he'd be like, "Hey, Schmuck, get that kid to shut the fuck up." Talking about Keith, get that kid to shut the fuck up. So go take some whiskey and scotch. No, scotch. Scotch. Not the expensive stuff, the cheap shit.
The doers, grab the doers.
Grab the doers, put it on his head, and I'm sure he freaking poured a shot in it to get him to shut up. Just kind of like I got this dog to be an alcoholic.
Oh, that's right. Just feeding champagne or whatever you drink, or wine. It's right. It's like Chardonnay you drink. That's it.
Well, yeah, but back in the day, I said I'm going to grab some scotch and get this dog hammered to calm this thing down because it wasn't neutered yet. Can you imagine they go on vacation 3 weeks after they get this thing? The freaking thing's not even neutered yet.
That's what they did to you?
Yeah,
they get a dog?
Yeah, I think it was 3 weeks.
Oh
Kristen, was it 3 weeks? Yeah, probably was.
Keith, how you gonna do this to your dad?
Yeah,
bro?
I think it was 3 weeks or 5 was the thing.
Get a brand new dog. Yeah, we're leaving for fucking Cancun. See ya, Pops.
Good luck.
What the fuck, dude? That's fucked. You can't do that to your dad, bro.
Yeah, dude, I'm pretty sure that's what they did to me. And this thing was like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, man. Bopping all over the place.
He still has the same fucking thing,
I know,
dude.
he's a little bit calmer. But yeah, dude. He's gonna get so hammered on Saturday night. He has no idea what's going on. I'm gonna put a straw. Oh, we're allowed to use straws here. That's right. Oh,
apparently Keith's been asking for straws in every restaurant. So, but I don't want to give it away. When he gets back for next week's episode, he's gonna have a ton to tell. So, but apparently he showed me his In-N-Out order.
Yeah, that's great.
And it was like a listed line item. It said 3 straws. So I get the really like. I get it. Like, we obviously want to keep living and we want to try to help and do this, but like, dude, that's what time and money's being spent on. You know what I mean?
It's all bullshit.
It's not an actual real issue. We all know what the real issues are, but they all make money for the people who are in control. You know what I'm saying? Not to get like weird, shitty conversation.
Yeah.
Because Keith doesn't normally let me do it. unless I just start screaming at him and he's like, fuck, and he can't interrupt me. I'm just like, the fucking Democrats and the liberal or whatever conspiracy bullshit that I don't know anything about at all. I just scream. But it's just stupid. You know what I mean? Like, well, why can't you use a fucking straw?
It's bullshit.
You know? Don't they still put those plastic things on 6-packs of cans? I mean, turtles and whatever gulls are getting caught in them and shit, man. What are you doing then, huh? I cut those things with scissors. I take 30 seconds out of my day, right? Take a shot, save a seagull, and fucking watch some football, all right?
That's America.
Yeah, well, fucking cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, baby.
Did you
In the home of the... I'll let you do it.
Jets, Jets.
I wanted to let you do that. I knew it was coming. So as soon as I did the end of the anthem, I was like, fuck. Here comes the Jets, chat.
Yeah, the Jets. Well, yeah, we're doing great this year.
Well, here's the deal. The Jets got completely fucked by Sam Darnold getting mononucleosis.
Yeah, he did.
Because it literally ruined their season, man. Even if they come back, even if he comes, because he just got ruled out today from this week.
That's right.
And we kind of all knew that was going to happen. Because he feels great now, but his spleen's enlarged. Pop that thing out, dog.
Just take the spleen out.
You could have popped it out 2 weeks ago and you would have been already done and over with it. They pop like a needle or two in there and just fucking suck shit out now or some shit, dude. What are you leaving it in there for?
They could have given it to Antonio Brown to eat.
That dude is fucked, bro. I don't know what his deal is, but maybe he just got some crazy CTE from that hit like last year or whatever. That fucking...
Yeah, they're saying that really can possibly do that, but I think he's been hanging out too long with that. Who's that guy? If Kanye I can West? Fly.
R. Kelly?
Yeah, R. Kelly, yeah. Maybe he's hanging around with him too much.
He's only going to be the pissy now, man. Actually, I think they're going to finally lock his fucking ridiculous that guy's a fucking pile of shit,
yeah, no
dude.
doubt, man. And I think it's legit. Like, I think it's like they got enough to where this is not just some bullshit.
You know, I forgot that I have.
What's that?
Fight for my life. That's him during that interview.
Oh, yeah.
Because he got arrested, but then he made bail because it was like $1 or $2 million or something he could obviously afford. And then he had that interview afterward. Fight for my fucking life or whatever. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up, you pile of garbage. Remember when he like married Aaliyah and she was like 13 or some shit? Just a fucking bag of shit, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, well, we prayed for him. But anyway, getting back to the Jets and Darnold. Yeah, I mean, we got a decent team.
Is Mosley still injured? The linebacker you guys signed that was on the Ravens?
I think he is.
Because that was huge. Like the second he left in the middle of the fucking Bills game in week 1, it's like, where'd the defense go?
Yeah.
That dude is fantastic.
Yeah.
And if he's still out, that's...
Yeah, well, we're going to, we got the Eagles this week.
Fucking clicking. I hear clicking, but it's I don't think it shows up in the audio. It's like we hear it, though.
Oh, we hear it.
Clicking and popping. It's just, the computer fucking having issues and shit or whatever. But I listen to our episodes, and I never hear it in the episodes. So we're good.
Well, you know what? The one that we did at Hans and Gabby's, you were talking about clicking there too, and I didn't hear anything when we.
Yeah, it's I mean, the past few months have been pretty good. The past few weeks, I feel like there's been a little clicking and popping, but we always want to try to keep, elevating the podcast, doing new, funny, awesome shit, and as be as professional as possible, so people could enjoy it and not have a choice but to sit and watch. Be like, oh my god, it's like a car wreck. So with two fat drunk guys, So
let me ask you a question. Right now it's 7:56. That means your Yankees are already playing. Do you think they're watching us? Do you think that they're in the warm-ups that they were watching our podcast in Yankee Stadium?
Oh, they had to be.
Yeah, right? Judge was definitely watching the podcast.
Yeah, very one of my favorite players. Very big fan. Love you, Judge. Thanks for listening. Hope you do great out there. I'm fucking, I mean, wait, there's going to be more games. I'm not, luckily it's baseball, so there's like 60 games a fucking round of playoffs. But
right.
I'll be watching the game tomorrow, obviously. But you know what? I have Sling at home, and it's a la carte, like internet TV.
Yeah.
So it's like $25 a month. And for the, for the most part, they had a lot of good channels. They had Fox, so I could watch the Giants. They had Yes, so I could watch the Yankees. They had the NFL Network on there, which is pretty dope. Shit like that. And, they got, the channels that, the fucking wife likes to watch, like Murder Mystery.
Yeah.
Cunts of fucking whateverville, housewife, fucking, oh my God, my titty deflated. Bitch, just spend money doing, okay, shit. You know what I mean? Like that kind of garbage. Makes you stare and watch it. I'm like, do they just argue about whose tits are bigger? What's the point of this shit? They're crying over like a dropped wine glass. Like fucking, someone punched these chicks in the face. But it's owned by Dish, and I guess Dish is going through this bullshit. Dish dropped Yes.
Right.
So now there's no Yes. They dropped fucking Fox. So all the Fox channels and all that shit. So now
Liberals.
I can't. Now
Liberal bastards for getting rid of that.
Bunch of liberal bullshit.
Of liberal bullshit that they got rid of Fox. Anyway, next.
So now I can't watch the Yankees or the Giants on there. Now, I have a computer hooked up to my living room TV, so I just go on Reddit and stream whatever the fuck I want anyways, illegally. Right. But it's like, I'm over 30, 25 bucks a month. I just want to fucking just... You know, just click something and watch it. And like, I can't be, because when the stream starts to suck, I have to go hunt for a new one on the Reddit fucking thing and stuff. And it's like, I don't want to deal with that bullshit. I'll pay $20 a month for the shit that doesn't work. But
I think I would think 10 years from now, there's going to be no cable anymore. It's going to be all streaming.
Oh, yeah. and, you know, if you have decent internet, it streams fine. It's just like regular high-def television.
Right.
It works fine. It's very rare if it ever gets shitty. You know, it's usually fine. But yeah, and I think I don't know. I was talking to the wife about it, and she was like, "All right, that sucks." And she was like, "Let's get rid of it." And I was like, "Let's look at it YouTube TV, because I think YouTube's pretty good, because they didn't have CBS to begin with, because I guess CBS has their own streaming service that you pay $5 or $6 a month for, and so I guess they didn't want to do it. But YouTube TV, I'm pretty sure is CBS, and I'm pretty sure they got everything. So I just gotta find another one, but fucking Sling fucking me over. So I haven't been watching Yankees baseball in the past month or two.
No, that's not right.
You know, not that I couldn't, because I guess, like I said, I could stream it on Reddit, but I don't know, when football starts, I'm just like overwhelmed with like excitement about football.
Yeah, sure. And your team, listen, bringing in, as I call him, Davy Jones. You know who Davy Jones is?
I don't. Well, I might if you explain, because Davy Jones, I mean, it's the two most American fucking names ever, besides, what are we leaving out? Dan John and fucking,
Well, actually, Davy Jones is from London, England.
You sound like you're from London.
Yeah, come on. I'm going to sing a song that Davy Jones does, and you tell me, by the way, God rest his soul.
Twins.
What was that? Was that drop?
That's the, no, fuck, not the muscle. I can't believe I'm fucking, it's Justin, the, Mondo Hardbody.
Mondo Hardbody.
Saying, let's fill the Twins.
Let's fill the Twins.
Apparently it took him 30 takes on Keith's phone drunk one night to record that sample.
Yes.
He was hanging out. I was like, have him say fill the Twins, and I'll press it every time we take a shot. He's like, dude, this took me like 25 times to do. I'm like, you're saying one sentence.
25 times. God, can you imagine him in the recording studio
with
us?
They were unbelievably drunk, though. So.
Oh, my God.
And you could hear like the echo of the kitchen in the background, too. Like, here, listen.
Let's fill the Twins.
Like the buzzing, you know what I mean? But yeah.
All right, so let me sing this. Daydream believer is a homecoming queen. Come on, you know what band that is?
Queen. No,
dude, the Monkees.
Dude, there's no racism allowed on this podcast. I've heard of the band of the Monkees. I just
the Monkees had a TV show back in the 60s. Anyway, his name was Davy Jones.
Dog, I was born in 87. Chow, what do you want from me, dog?
Michelle loves the Monkees.
You showed her a lot of Monkees. I swear to God, I'm not trying to sound weird. You showed her a lot of the Monkees.
Yeah, so anyway, Davy Jones is from London, England.
You sound like you're from London.
So, David Jones. David Jones. David Jones.
Oh, no, Daniel Jones you're talking about.
Daniel Jones, man, is this, you guys got the real deal there, man.
The only thing I said when it first happened, because we had our buddy Matt. You remember Matt Palladino from high school? Because he came to some playoff games at when you used to live in the condos.
Okay.
So you like if you saw him, you'd be like, oh, all right, I remember him. He's a big Cowboys fan, so we obviously shit talk each other and stuff. But because Jones was like the third or fourth QB on the list that you were hearing about this year in the draft. Mm-hmm. So it's not like he was like some complete fucking nobody.
Right.
Now the Giants had 2 first-round picks. They ended up getting a third towards the end round or whatever to get that one cornerback, I think it was, but. I just thought, hey, I heard Jones was who they were looking for. It seemed like they were liking Jones. People kept saying, oh, get Haskins, because he was just a real like pocket passer, accurate guy, type of guy. I barely knew anything about Daniel Jones.
He just had to release some gas, guys. He's getting older, so he had a fart.
I thought they could have still snagged Josh Allen because we badly need pass rushing at 6.
Right.
And then Jones still would have been there at 17. Now, apparently, the Redskins and the Broncos were both interested in him. So, apparently that's not the case. And, when it comes down to it, who gives a shit at this point? Because
it's great.
Dude, towards the Redskins, he looked a lot more like a rookie. He probably should have had 3 picks, and he only had 2. And the 2 that he threw, they were like just shitty underthrown balls. But for the most part, he's pretty fucking accurate. He's very poised in the pocket.
Right.
Sometimes almost too much because it's like, dude, get the fuck out of there. Really athletic. Real fast. He can fucking bootleg out and throw like a fucking accurate pass off his back foot.
Right.
And shit. Like, I mean, that's exactly what I was hoping the Giants would get. I was hoping they would get someone who was mobile because it's fucking 2019. And, the Eli Mannings and the Tom Brady, like Tom Brady is Belichick and all his fucking perfections surrounding him.
Right.
Guess what? Buffalo Bills actually have a decent defense now. He looked like shit last week. It's just not working anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? No matter how accurate you are and whatever. And like, you can throw a bunch of screens and dump passes and, on the play calling and whatever. Everybody can get 300 yards and look accurate if they're throwing. Remember Chad Pennington, noodle arm?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, wasn't that his deal? He was like under so many yards, but he was like accurate. He'd get the ball to people and, run out the catch type of guy, but he was never throwing over like 20, 30, 40 yards a pass. If it was, it was just like, oh no, like everybody would be fucking scared. So I mean, the maturity, you know what I mean? That's huge. That's the shit I look about. Like the mistakes that's going to happen, they should happen. And the fumbling that was happening in preseason, a little bit that Giants game too, or the Cowboys game is what I meant to say. Yeah, I mean, how much better can he fucking look?
Yeah, and you know what? They're still building, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Still building. I would rather get his yayas out now, throw the interceptions now, and then build around him over the next couple of years. You guys got a solid situation over there. Unless, of course, he gets mononucleosis.
Well, I think he's like Eli too, so, I mean...
Does he shrug? Like, does he do that?
I haven't seen any shrugs yet, but nobody was fucking Eli until that chick married him for money. So no one's fucking Daniel Jones either. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna get mono from anywhere. Unless he fucking, I don't know, where else do you get mono besides... I always had the kissing thing, so I can't think of any other funny jokes.
Yeah, I don't know. How do you get mono?
So... I don't know. No shrugging, though. I don't see the shrugging.
I don't see any shrugging, but...
I hope he lacks that fucking inconsistency that Eli Manning... Because Eli Manning's done some great things to the Giants, but the inconsistency has never left him throughout his entire career. Ever.
Right.
So hopefully the accuracy stays, and hopefully the mistakes are, the Redskins have, fucking Landon Collins now, Giants just let him go because they didn't want to pay him because they were rebuilding or whatever. Although people claim he's not that great in coverage when it comes to like pass coverage and stuff. Josh Norman, who at one point 2 years ago or 3 years ago was like the best corner in football. Now he's still pretty fucking good. I think he got maybe one of those interceptions, if maybe not both of them. He looked pretty decent that game too. So it's like the Redskins have a lot of talent. They're just coached terribly.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see if they can pull off one against the Vikings. Now I'm starting to get a little bit excited. Now I'm actually not thinking about a dumpster fire of a year. Because all I was like, as soon as I heard week 3 Daniel Jones starting, I was like, okay, I just want him to look good, continue to look good, because he looked accurate and poised in preseason, but it's like, fucking preseason, it doesn't count. So, but now it's like, the Vikings, they're actually a decent team.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? The next week's the Patriots, so that'll be a loss. So if we could pop out 3-3, we're 500. I mean, the Eagles are fucking 500. We're only one back from the Cowboys.
Right.
Which both teams are obviously leaps and bounds better than the Giants, but I just like posting those statuses every week. Like, the Giants have the New York Football Giants.
People are trying to fucking go at you with those, man.
Yeah, well, I'm fucking asking for it.
Well, but you know what? You're having fun, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because the last couple of years was a shit.
It's been
shit show.
absolute shit.
Yeah.
So it's been and whatever. We're fucking spoiled. I mean, I could die happy. I've seen 2 Super Bowl wins in my life. They were fan-fucking-tastic. Though both of them, I hung out with you guys.
That's right. Were we together for both of them?
Yeah.
Right, we were together for both of them.
Because the first one, Keith still won't admit. Every now and then, if you catch him in the right moment, he'll be like, but like he still won't admit it. He always says, I don't know what you're talking about. It's not true. But that was back when Keith used to like obviously more the Jets, but he used to like the Jets and the Giants. He liked both teams, but obviously more the Jets. But Giants in the Super Bowl, he was obviously still happy. Me, Keith, and Nick, when the fucking Giants won the Super Bowl, we hugged like this trifecta gay fucking hug thing and like fell over your coffee table, man. I'll never forget it.
Damn.
So Keith claims he doesn't remember it. But now after that Super Bowl, then all the fucking annoying Giants fans popped out of nowhere and started.
See, but that's what pisses me off.
Yeah, and that's what pissed Keith off, and that's why he can't have this serious conversation, because how often does Keith have a serious conversation? But he can't just do what we're doing right now.
Right.
He just can't say that's what fucking turned him away and just made him 100% a Jets fan.
Yeah, that's what goes on with the Giant fans, you know?
Yeah, chicks with like pink Eli Manning jerseys coming in the week after Super Bowl. He's at the bar and, he's fucking, you know what I mean?
What do you think Eli's going to do now?
I don't know. I mean, some people still claim he can play. I'm not saying that he can't, but he needs too much to go right around him. He needs a pretty damn good line.
Right.
A run game that's solid, but, like not that Saquon Barkley isn't literally a top 3 fucking running back, but the line until this year, because the line's looking much better this year for sure, although not much against the Redskins, but Saquon, like, he makes his own fucking success. You know what I mean?
Right. Dude,
our shit line's
amazing.
got nothing to do with how good that guy is.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's like, I mean, yeah, it's obviously going to help any quarterback having that guy no matter what, but Eli just needs too much to go right. And the Giants are nowhere near that now. But look at how much better everything got since Daniel Jones went in.
Yeah, well, the whole vibe is different. The whole and Shermer has more plays to put on the field.
That's
now,
a gigantic thing. Now he's actually able to use a bunch more of his playbook.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because, Keenum was, he's a younger, he was able to move around and do shit and stuff. And, you can't do that with Eli.
No.
It was, any type of pressure, anything. That was it. You knew the play was shot. And considering the linesman beat, like, what the fuck is Manning going to do?
Right.
There's no OBJ there anymore to fucking run like a 3-yard slant and take it 87 yards. You know what I mean?
With the Browns now.
Yeah, and if I give it like 1 or 2 more losses to that fucking team. Although they looked good against the Ravens, they fucking
they're 2-2, aren't they? They're on top of their division, actually, aren't they? Or are they second with 2-2?
Well, Ravens are also at 500.
Right, I think it's for whatever reason. The last time I looked,
the Bengals are 0-4. Yeah, I know you're right because the Steelers
Ravens.
Just beat the Bengals. That's why the Bengals are 0-4.
Right.
Steelers are 1-3. And then Ravens and Browns are 2-2. And I guess the Browns are technically on top because they just beat the Ravens.
Exactly.
So yeah, they are on top.
Speaking of the Bengals, the fuck is that guy's name? Dalton.
Yeah.
What happened? Is it just that his team sucks, or he just sucks as a quarterback? He never could get it done.
They finally got rid of what's his name? That coach they had for what was it? Do me a favor, don't put it on the camera. It shakes the camera.
Oh, is this your camera?
It is one of them. Yeah, here's the other one.
Wait, I didn't know that.
Well, now you know. See, that's the stand I guess you could say I built. I don't know if I'd. Beaker. Bleeker, you call him?
Bleeker.
Guys, if you're still just listening, you really need to go to Shots Who Likes video and watch on YouTube because you're missing JB with Beaker having what would be considered an average size American penis just flopping around the camera. And you're missing it. So if you want to do that.
So I guess Keith is
Kristen's asking where the dog is. He's banned from the podcast room, Kristen. You know that. He's downstairs somewhere.
He's
probably
dead.
alive.
He's dead.
Oh, not offensive enough. I guess your son's upset.
Well, I'm not being offensive enough.
He says we're not offensive enough.
Oh.
I already made like 3 black jokes, man. I'm just going to start setting racist eventually. I don't know what to do. Get Beaker on Mo Bigsley. No one's fucking big enough for Mo Bigsley, man.
Yeah, Mo Bigsley's is big.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. So Keith and Kristen, I guess you're there. Did you end up going to the zoo? Did you listen to, your girl and go to the zoo?
They did. That's why they're late. That's why Keith is late on the stream.
Well, he was telling me last night I ain't going.
Of course he said that.
He goes, I'm not going. I'm not doing that.
I'm sure he just got really drunk enough to where Kirsten was like, we're going. And he was like, okay, don't leave me here alone. That's probably what happened. So.
Worst thing I ever did.
I just had my 3rd shot? I'm drinking. Your dad's got a long day ahead of him, Finn. He can't drink too much. He took a shot with me in the beginning.
I did take a shot.
Yeah, at the beginning when you were at the fucking zoo.
Oh, well, you were at the zoo watching the monkeys.
You missed your father's
pick their
shot.
noses. Yes.
Now we're back to the monkeys.
Back to the Mo's Bigleys.
Moses' Bigleys.
Moses' Bigleys.
Yeah, long story short, it really sucks what fucking happened to the Jets, man. Because I was really excited to see some decent Jets football this year, too.
Yeah, it was going to be good. But Keith would tell you, I would rather you don't say that.
What do you mean?
He would tell you he would rather you not cheer on the Jets.
Oh, because he's a... He's probably. We're not, Kristen. We're not gonna just. He's alive. The dog's alive. He bothered the shit out of me when
He was biting. Kristen. He was biting the fudge.
Oh, you hear? He's tapping at the.
He's tapping at the door.
Saw fudge is relative in their natural habitat.
What's that?
I don't know. I guess something at the zoo or something.
The fudge is in the.
I don't really get what she means.
Oh, Kristen, are you drinking?
She's on vacation. She better be.
Better be drinking. Yeah, this is kind of weird. Like we're talking here, you and I are live, and then I'm seeing that up there, and people are posting stuff.
Yeah. Normally, I don't like to pay too much attention to the chat because we're not really like a live stream.
Right.
We're a podcast. You know what I mean? But every now and then we go on there. We're like, oh, hey, what's going on?
So we should basically tell Kristen and Keith to go fuck off.
We could. I won't tell Kristen that, but I'll definitely tell Keith.
You're
that.
afraid of Kristen, aren't you?
I just have a common respect for
so
the
do I.
ladies in my friends' lives. You know.
There's liquor bottles allowed on this table, but not downstairs.
No, as long as urine isn't in the bottle, it's okay.
As long as urine's not in the bottle. Why was there urine ever in the bottle?
I peed in the bottle one episode, and now this is good. They're both together, so now fucking at least Keith can get yelled at too. Keith was fucked, and he was like, "Nah, dude, she knows. Podcast room, anything goes. Leave your pee there." So I'm like, "Well, it'll be funny, and you know, I'm not gonna open it and spill it. You know, leave it there. Maybe just for next episode, it'll be funny. We'll joke about it." And then I was gonna take it. He even said the next episode, it's like he completely forgot what he said. He was like, "It's like, dude, take that. Kristen's gonna kill us, bro." And I was like, "All right, I'll take it."
Wait a minute, so you don't stop the podcast, you piss into a bottle.
I just did that one time.
Well, the cameras are on. Well, then again, you're Irish, so you don't know.
That and under the table. We don't have the high definition enough cameras to be picking up Irish penises here, JB. Okay. That was always that was only that one time I did that. But normally, like if it gets really bad, we'll one of us will take a piss, and the other one will just maybe read an ad or something. Which I guess I should do that now.
He's gonna read an ad. I guess I shouldn't talk while you're reading the ad, right?
No, you can comment on it. Let's say some stuff or whatever, and it's the same shit we say every time. We gotta read. Actually, you know what? I forgot Geoff's ad last week, so I'll read his first. That douchebag.
Which Geoff? Dipko?
Yeah, Dipko.
Jeff Dipko. What's up, my bald buddy?
That's the email. Oh wow, where did all that come from? Oh yeah, I am live. Thanks for telling me, email. Excuse me, I had no idea. All right. Oh my God, this is going to be so long, Geoff. The hashtag Shots for Likes podcast is brought to you by Madden Online Football for the PlayStation 4. Are you looking for an organized online Madden league that plays like the real... Are you playing porno?
No.
What the hell's happening?
Pat just told me over there to put this video on while they were at the zoo, and there's some kids there. That's Fudge in his natural habitat. That's you. You want to see the video? Should I slide it down?
Well, is it a YouTube video? Why don't you just send me a link and I can just play it on the podcast?
I don't know how to do that shit. I'm 55 years old. Pat, we don't know how to do that.
Yeah, text me I'll just play it on the YouTube video.
Pat, how you doing, buddy? Love you, pal.
Oh God, wow. All right, well, this is Geoff's. This is the rest of Geoffs Ad. It gets a little offensive for 2019, but what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Are you looking for an organized online Madden league that plays like the real NFL? Then look no further, you Tom Brady loving faggots. That must be Keith, not me. The MOF is currently in its 51st season using Madden 2020 for the PlayStation 4. The league has been around since 2003, has a ton of features like radio shows, highlight reels on YouTube, weekly power rankings, weekly game predictions, yearly awards, single game and season records that have stood for years, and apparently a live broadcast of the Super Bowl on Twitch featuring the hashtag Shots for Likes podcast. I don't know if that'll ever happen, but you can check out the league website at www.mofleagues.com. Follow them on Twitter at MOFPS4. Subscribe to them on YouTube at MOF Commissioner. Follow them on Facebook at Madden Online Football. And if it's in the game, it's in the... If it's in the game, it's in the blood alcohol concentration level of Finn's dying bloodstream. That's good. That's good. That's the first time I read that new ad, so that was funny. Good thing I didn't proofread or make sure it didn't say faggot in 2019 or anything. So, what are you going to do?
So, I'm texting my sister Chris, who's a diehard Met fan. You think Keith's a diehard. My sister Chris is like insane. She knows all the stats. Like, if she was sitting here right now, knows all the stats. And she, you know what she calls your team? She calls your team the Evil Empire.
It kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I could see that from their point of view. Although, I mean, look at what they did, man. There's some money spent, and they do have one of the higher payrolls for sure.
Yeah, but they're winning. That's the whole Steinbrenner way.
But But it's not, the younger Steinbrenner isn't necessarily trying to do that.
I know that.
They didn't go out and sign Harper. They didn't go out and sign
God.
fucking, yeah, I agree. That guy's a cunt. They didn't go out and sign that guy that went to San Diego that was on the Orioles.
Oh, that's where Keith is, San Diego.
You know what I mean? That's true. You don't think about the players that are doing great. They didn't fucking, I mean, they paid LeMahieu like, what was it, like 12, 14 mil, something like that. Nothing too crazy, but big money is going towards that guy. He hasn't played in like 2 years. I forgot his fucking name. Probably because he hasn't fucking played.
Stanton?
No. Stanton's actually in the playoff lineup.
Well,
he's finally back.
Right, and I'm sure he's going to do just fine.
And that wasn't even our contract. That was the Marlins contract. That, it literally fell in our lap. Jeter was trying to just off everybody from the Marlins, and the Yankees were like, all right, well, you just hit fucking 60 home runs. Sure. We'll do it. You could be the guy we pay a bunch of money. But think about all the players that are doing really well. You fucking got Urshela. You got Torres. He's in his second year, right? And he's doing fucking great. He's like the new building block of the Yankees, man.
Right, but they're not paying him a lot of money, though.
They aren't. They're not paying Judge a lot of money.
Right.
Garner might only be getting 7-8 mil this year. I mean, CeCe, he didn't even, because he's injured, he didn't make, at least the Twins. I don't know if they can redo the roster every time.
Yeah, I don't think he made it. I don't think he made the roster. I don't know.
He didn't make the roster. I'm just not sure if it's like, this is what you're doing for the rest of the playoffs, no matter what.
That's
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do they do every series? Are you allowed to change it again?
I'm not sure. Dipko would know that.
He would. Well, he's fucking not here. Somewhere keeping his kid alive.
He's
right?
keeping his kid alive.
Y'all got to keep our kids alive, I guess.
Oh my God, it's like Kid Haven around here. Everybody's getting freaking pregnant. For God's sake.
Well, you think somebody would pull out every now and then. I guess we forgot to, JB.
You were just excited in the moment. You're so in love with your wife, and you're just looking at her, and you're like, I want to have a baby. And you incubated
Let's do this now!
Did it take all of 2 seconds?
No, actually, that night, I think I came home from a podcast, and it was like
It was a good session.
It was a night.
It was like a night.
From what she says. Oh, she's the sober one.
So you came all hammered up.
Yeah, she picked me up, because that was still when she was picking me up. She was picking me up from these for a while. Now I don't really go too crazy and just go home, obviously, but when she was picking me up, it was like, I was fucking...
Well, that's because you have stamina, because you've been drinking it. You're not going to come right away.
And there was no baby there yet. You know what I mean?
Well, then all
I
of a
was
sudden...
ready to drink and fuck. All right? That's how I actually only talk like that during sex, too. Oh, yeah, this is the best. Right?
Do you really do that?
Not at all.
Oh, is it the alcohol?
I'm very vocal during sex. But
really? Like vocal like what? What do you do?
Well, I don't want to get into details.
Oh, come on. Give me one.
My poor wife is already married to me. She's got it bad enough. I'm not going to start going into details of life.
Do you tell her you love her?
Do
you say, oh, baby, I love you so much, baby doll?
I would say it's usually at the beginning or the end. The middle's strictly dirty.
The middle's just like, I'm gonna fuck you in the ear.
Let me fuck your ear. I've never fucked my wife's ear. I've actually never fucked any ear. Contrary to popular belief, my dick being small enough to do so, I've never done it.
Yeah.
Never fucked an ear.
Yeah. No, neither I. You ever lick an ear?
Well, you chew on some earlobe. You look at you can fucking.
What about toes?
I'm done. You come on, you know the answer to that already. You're just trying to get me going. You're trying to upset Keith.
Come on,
over
get
here.
the toes.
Yeah, you suck a fucking toe, dude.
Damn straight you do.
Right? Yeah, everybody's fucking so woke eating ass in 2019. All right? Suck a fucking toe. Do you really think a big toe is dirtier than an asshole? Use your fucking brain, people. You fucking hear me? Suck a toe. Apparently it's ticklish. I don't even fucking
but dude, to suck on a toe is great. They freak out over that.
I'm taking a fucking shot because I finally got a fucking co-host who will suck a toe with.
Oh, I'm all about sucking the toe. It's called shrimping, Dan.
Why is it called? Can you explain every single detail?
I was in therapy, and I was telling my therapist at the time, but this is going back a long time ago. I said, I won't say her name. And I said, Doc.
Did you bang her?
No, but she's beautiful.
She was a good looking chick.
Yeah. So I said to her, so I said to her, listen, I got to talk to you. I said, I got this thing. I love sucking on toes, and I love the way feet look.
Nothing wrong with it.
Feet's got to look good, man. I don't care how beautiful you are. Your foot has to be beautiful.
You're not feeling fucked up feet. I hear you.
Yeah, you can't. What's that Star Wars character with the long ears and he's kind of lanky.
Jar Jar that nobody likes?
Yeah, Jar Jar with his. He's got long feet, like the big feet.
Like Hobbit feet or something.
Yeah, you can't have Hobbit feet. Gotta be nice.
Just for the record, I'm not a foot fucker. I'm not going to arch the, or I'm not going to lube up the arches and fuck them necessarily. You know what I mean?
Why?
Never fucked feet. There's a difference with, you're going at it, you throw a foot in your mouth, you know what I mean? Try to pleasure the woman, making it about her, okay?
Right, I got it.
Feet aren't my bag, baby. It sounds like as I joke around and always go overboard with the whole, like, fucking toe-sucking thing, right?
Wait a minute, there's a book here.
But continue.
There's a book here. Feet on my bag, baby.
Written by Dan Fudge Haggerty.
Oh, a.k.a. new Wailing Haggerty.
Yeah, maybe we should get going on that. Wailing Fudge.
Wailing Fudge, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we'll do some kind of thing. We'll have some midgets like throw fudge at you.
Oh, bring up midgets. Kristen's on midget. Yay or nay on Keith fucking a midget? Or did I just call Kristen? Kristen, yay or nay on Keith fucking a midget?
They probably.
No finger in my butt yet, bud. The whole thing now it's talking about getting Bridget to put a finger in my ass during some sexual activity. But here's the deal: I want to be like fresh out of the shower.
Hold on a second. You're not going to tell me what you say to her, like, "Oh my God, you're so beautiful," blah 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 blah. But you're telling me you want her to stick her finger up your ass. What's sacred here, Dan?
She's going nay. However you spell. Well, you see, I'm still trying, Keith. So it hasn't happened yet. I've just never done butt stuff like on my end.
You should have that done.
That's what everybody's telling me, man.
You know, Dan's it's
like the new eating ass.
Yeah.
Like everybody started eating ass last year. Everybody thinks they're cool, right?
I've been eating ass since fucking 1973.
Thank you. Well, I wasn't born then, but I hear you. And sucking some fucking toes, right? But, I haven't put anything in my ass. Just,
Well, Dan, I'm going to tell you
I know how the movie ends. I'm gay at the end of the movie.
Well, I was gonna go there. I was gonna say at first it's gonna start off with this, right, and then it's gonna be a full practical exam.
I told you to buy 3 more,
and then it's
get out of here.
Then Keith's gonna be looking for this, and the next thing you know, Mo's Big League's gonna be different,
and I'll be a cam boy. Camwithhim.com/fudge. Right? Let's take a shot to me camming with Mo Bigsley in my. I already told Keith this. It might have been just last week. I was like, dude. Even if I get fucking really in the moment, we're going at it, and I'm like, stick a fucking finger in my ass or something, like, how am I not going to think of Keith in this podcast? We've been talking about it for like 2 months. Like, dude, you getting a finger in your ass yet? I'm like, no, not yet. How am I not instantly going to be like...
You can think of Keith.
Yeah, it's fucked, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, well...
maybe a little vibration on the hole.
There's major nerve endings down there. There's major nerve endings. Yeah, that's why that's why they like that. Right. So get on it. Well, you're going to home, Bridge is going to be sleeping, right?
I mean, she said she wants to, but I'm sure she'll be sleeping.
You got to take a shower first, though.
That's exactly what I'm saying. If anything, I should because my ass isn't like okay, man. You know what I mean? I'm not really like, I don't eat a ton anymore, but I don't eat right. So I'm far left. Like, I just farted now. I was just able to be like, hey, we're talking about me farting. Let me fart. I had a fart in the chamber, dog. Fingers just shouldn't be going up there after working and then coming here and drinking with you. I should be at the least, getting a little bit of my finger in the ass in the shower just to make sure there's nothing in there. Tip.
Well, you know what the gay guys do? Because I have a lot of friends that are gay. They get the enemas. So when they're going to go at it, they have the enemas.
And they douche the beeholes.
They douche their beeholes first.
It's a fucking solid idea.
Yeah, so
especially if the guy they're getting fucked by isn't Irish, because someone's gonna dig down deep in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You might fucking hit a trigger like, or you hit the prostate and then you fucking. I wonder what that's like. I wonder if that's a possibility. If you're like a gay guy or a straight guy, having your woman putting stuff in your butt, no touching the penis at all, but you fucking hit that prostate switch.
Absolutely. No,
imagine just freestyle, like you're on the fucking Titanic. Just freestand nutting with something in your ass, man. Nothing touching your dick, dude. Just something in your ass.
Well, that's what the gay guys tell me. They don't have to do that. It's like they're having an orgasm through that.
And they're nutting via fucking ass fuck.
Exactly.
You know what? I'm not gay, but that sounds like the dream. You don't have to touch your dick and you're coming, dog?
You're totally coming.
But getting rammed in the ass doesn't sound
Yeah,
fun
well,
either.
you know, I mean, like because I work, you know, with the catering, and I had a lot of gay guys there, and they would tell me these stories of what goes
sure,
on.
gay guys can cook.
Yeah, and they could do the beautiful, making things nice,
Yeah.
making things pretty. When
They
you
have,
do,
they,
when
have
you,
a, they have a good sense of style.
they do have it. That's why.
Gay guy tells you you're pulling something off. You must be pulling something off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, pulling.
I
off.
believe a gay guy over a chick telling me something, I'm pulling something off. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, but because you know that they got it right,
Yeah.
dude. Speaking of that, did you ever? I went to go see the movie It.
Oh, we're off of ass fucking? All right.
We'll get back to the ass fucking.
The second or the first? Well,
It's called The New Chapter.
okay. So did you see the? Well, I'm sure you saw the original It, right?
No, I never saw it.
You never saw the original.
No,
It?
I never saw the original.
See, I really want to see it. I'm not like a gigantic Stephen King fan. Like I read all his
Yeah.
books and watch those movies, but any Stephen King movie I see, I always end up loving it. It's great. Wife's a huge horror fan, and anything horror or related to like Halloween or anything on that spectrum, she loves. But unbelievably scared of clowns. So
Right.
she's not, you know, she'll watch it, but it's really not like, yeah, let's go out on date night and just me sit there for 3 hours having a panic attack because I hate clowns. You know, so I never seen either of the new It's yet, but I definitely want to. So
Okay,
did you see the first from like 2 years ago, that new It that came out?
I
Did you
heard
see
it was
that one?
terrible. I heard that one was terrible.
What? I heard that one was amazing.
You know what? I'll tell you what. It probably is amazing because the one that I went to sucked. It was 2 hours and 50 minutes of horror.
You
and it
don't
wasn't
like
even horror.
long movies?
I love long movies if it's Star Wars or something like that, but horror, and it wasn't even horror. They were like infusing, like intertwining, like
Lord
other
of the Rings
stories.
extended version?
I'm all about it. I'm all about it.
Why weren't you so? What about it? I know you were explaining. I kept interrupting you.
It's just that it was like intertwining stories, and it was kind of bringing you back to the old days. And then it got cheesy. The clown didn't show up enough. Like I wanted to see the clown more fucking people up. I'm gonna tell you, you want to watch a horror flick? I'm gonna tell you, your wife wants to watch a horror flick. Remember Rambo?
Yeah, did you see Last Blood?
Yeah, I went to go see the Rambo. Did you see it?
No, did you like it?
Dude, it was a little different than what I thought it was gonna be. But Rambo. This was horror because he was taking hammers and hitting people in the head, and they weren't just like doing silhouettes of it. Hitting people in the head, gray matter flying all over the place. At one point, I don't want to ruin it for you, but he ripped somebody's heart out.
Good.
It's a great thing. He's literally in there. He cuts the guy in half and rips the guy's heart out while he's alive. That's a horror flick.
Sylvester Stallone is like 657,000 years old, right? So if they're doing Last Blood, there better be hearts coming out of chest chambers, esophagus is getting ripped out through the anus. That's what I want to see. I want to see some gruesome shit, but not like uselessly gruesome. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure it was done pretty. Was it sick? Was it fucking gore? Or did it just seem kind of corny?
No. It looked legit. It wasn't like some horror flick that like they're just doing stupid stuff. At one point,
Like Sharknado?
he decapitates somebody. You don't see the decapitation. And then he's driving down the highway because he knows people are going to follow him. So he takes the guy's head and drops it on the highway and it starts rolling.
Yeah.
That was pretty brilliant.
So what's the plot? They try to fuck with his family or something?
You know, it's kind of weird because he doesn't have a family. When Rambo first started, he didn't have a family. And he came back, he had some friends that were from Vietnam. He had no mother, he had no father, nothing, right? Second, third, fourth one, same thing. He had no family. And now all of a sudden he's got a family. Only in Hollywood. So he was a stray, so he'd go from place to place to place. So I'm thinking maybe he was brought onto this farm as a hired hand. So he becomes like an uncle to this girl. This girl finds out that she has a father. And she wants to go visit the father in Mexico. And Sylvester Stallone's like, and then the Spanish
So they
woman,
go to Mexico.
no, they don't go to Spanish. She takes off and goes there and gets kidnapped and sex slaved.
Ugh.
Yeah, so he finds out
I'd
where
rip out a few hearts for that.
you what?
Big time. I'd rip out some hearts for
Well,
that.
that's what happened. He went back and she died because they kept on jamming heroin inside her, right? And then she died.
Okay.
So he rescued her, but then she died in his arms with the heroin. So, you know, he goes back and just wreaks havoc all over Mexico.
It sounds. Oh, I really want to see that.
The first half of the movie's kind of lame. It's all right, but when he starts blowing things up and chopping people's
Well, they got
heads
to
off,
tell a story, right?
Well, the story
was it
wasn't
shitty
really-
how they did it? Is that
yeah,
why?
it was shitty how it did it. It wasn't the Rambo I thought it was gonna be.
I hear you.
Yeah, it wasn't. But we're not here for reviews of movies, right? Let's get back to anus. So
We could, yeah.
So anyways.
We do anything on this podcast. No holds barred.
Oh, so like because I usually do when I go to my movies, I go by myself. I love going to movies by myself. I never did, but for the last 3 years, it's all I love to do. On a Saturday, it's raining out, I go to the movies, and I usually write a review on Facebook.
Okay. Yeah,
So-
I do. I see them.
Yeah, so I'm doing a review right now on your podcast. Is what I just did.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Well, you're welcome. You can have our what do they call it? There's a word they have for it. Our thing. You can use our thing. What's the word I'm looking for? Platform.
Platform.
You can use our platform whenever you
for my
like.
movie reviews.
For a co-host of a fucking podcast, I never remember shit. Like ever. It just took me like fucking 20 minutes to remember fucking platform. I was like, what's the word?
Why do you think that is?
I don't know, probably a lot of drawing.
Drawing.
With the pen?
Oh.
Being an artist?
Oh. Like that thing that's sitting over here.
Oh, it is?
Well,
I heard it was dead.
It's not
though.
a pen, but there's something else over here. It's a roach, but not the one that's alive.
Okay, I hear you.
Yeah.
So it's not a bug, but it's a roach.
It's a roach. Like Papa Roach.
Gotcha.
Dude, speaking of 90s
Cut
bands.
my life.
Cypress
Papa Roach
Hills.
was
Cypress Hill.
Yeah, what about him? Well, I mean, Cypress Hill was dope. I didn't like
2 songs.
Yeah, I didn't like listen to their albums all the time or anything, but anytime Cypress Hill comes on, like you're having a good time listening to it.
Yeah, well, when I get pissed off, I put that on. When I get pissed off, I put on Limp Bizkit.
Ding dong bang and going insane. Right? It started a burn. Dude, you keep bringing up Limp Bizkit, man. I want to fucking just turn
Punch
it on,
people,
get drunk,
yeah.
and mosh, dude.
Yeah,
It's so. I don't know how you don't fucking like Limp Bizkit. You don't like Limp Bizkit. You suck, dude.
Yeah, it totally suck, man. I don't care if you listen to country
And not even
music,
like a
classical,
good-
you gotta listen to Limp Bizkit.
And not even like the good suck, like Toes and shit, and like Asshole.
Yeah.
Like suck. You
Yeah.
fucking, dude, listen to the LB, bro.
Dude,
Go
you-
put on Woodstock, Limp Bizkit, and tell me you're not a Limp Bizkit fan after watching that. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
it's crazy.
It's that simple.
It's totally crazy that you would not love a couple of their songs. How could you not? I'm
Well,
an old guy and I love a couple of his songs. I'm old.
Did you say vagina?
No, I didn't say vagina. Should I?
Well, you can, but you said something that rhymes with vagina, I feel like.
I said I'm old. And I
Right
even
before
know
you're
those songs.
old, you said something. You're like, I'm a nina. I'm old. And I was like, vagina? And you're like, who's vagina? And now we're here.
Ladies and gentlemen, they did take me out of the old age home where I was dwelling and strapped up and
Strapped up.
strapped up.
All right. You're doing some free stick. Did I say 2? I meant 3.
Dude, when you're doing that reminds me of the Michael Jackson in that video when he's on the ship and he's got the thing going on there.
Oh, they're trying to save the world or whatever?
Yeah, who the hell is
Guess
it,
what,
dude?
man? You touch kids and you're fucking dead now. You did drugs.
Oh my God. Dude, I'll tell you what, Janet Jackson, man. You ever listen to some of her stuff?
Oh, back in the day. Like,
Oh my
when
God,
I,
yeah,
'cause I used to watch MTV like a lunatic when I was a little kid.
Right.
No matter what the music was, like I always knew what was going on, whether I hated the genre of music or not. Because I just always loved music.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So you would listen to Downtown Julie Brown. She's got her own show
Going
too. It's
Downtown
annoying.
Brown?
It's freaking...
Talking back to ass eating?
No, Downtown Julie Brown. She used to be on
Yeah,
MTV.
we're talking about ass
Oh,
right now.
yeah.
Downtown Dirty Brown. We're talking about ass.
Oh, is that what it got?
Who's Judy Brown? And why is she eating ass?
She was a 90s VJ. In the 90s. Downtown Julie Brown.
Julie?
Downtown Julie
Let's see if
Brown.
I can Google this broad.
Yeah, she's on Sirius XM, right? She does the 90s at this point, too.
Downtown Julie?
Yeah, Downtown Julie Brown. Yeah, I think it's what it is.
Let me see.
Would you suck on Janet Jackson's toes?
Oh, this bitch. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I guess I
Would you?
I mean, if I was single and had the ability to suck Janet Jackson's toes, I don't see why I wouldn't.
I would. It'd be like eating, having starting off with collard greens and pig's feet.
Oh God.
Dude, you ever eat Southern cooking? Soul food, man? Soul food is banging. Soul food is so good.
This bitch looks fucking weird, dog.
Yeah, well, do you ever hear her? I can't take her voice because she's from London to England.
You sound like you're from London. All right, let's see if we can get here. Can we scroll down, right? We can interact here. What are we doing?
Downtown Julie Brown.
All right, so this bitch right
She
here.
had work done. Oh my God, she
Yeah.
totally had work done. She looks like a combination of Cher, Michael Jackson, and an alien.
Dude, I'm going to explain to you what she looks like, okay?
All right.
I want to say around 2:30 p.m. today. Okay, I'm working. I'm at work. Get
Yeah.
up from my seat, right? Leave my office. I go into the bathroom,
take
and
a
that's
shit?
exactly what I shit. That's exactly what my fucking ass, my shit looked like.
Really? So when you go
It didn't look good.
When you take a shit at work, like, do you excuse yourself and like you come back in a half an hour? I mean, or do you take a shit for 5 minutes and go, don't go in there? Because it's.
I usually shit once a day at work, if that. But yeah, I'll make it to where it's like, all right, I finished this ticket a little bit early, and the next one isn't like a really time sensitive ticket. Yeah. I can go ahead because when I shit, I don't just shit. Like your son shits in like 45 seconds. Yeah. It's the most unbelievable shit I ever seen in my life. Not the shit itself, just the fact that he goes and shits and he's back. Like one time he had to shit on a podcast, he was back in like fucking a minute and 45 seconds. I'm like, are you even shitting? Are you just taking a walk downstairs and walking back upstairs? Like it's gonna marinate.
Yeah.
Then it's going to be like, all right, let's release her, right? And most of it comes out, like 70, 80%.
Yeah.
Then you might have a little bit left in there. You got to check your Facebook. Maybe you got some emails. Right. Got some shit to do. You only get so much time in a day.
So your boss doesn't come looking for you? Where's Dan Haggerty? He's taking another shit. Where's Whaling? He's taking another shit.
Where's Whaling Fudge? No, I don't sit there for like a half an hour like a jerk off.
Then you stink the place up. Like, is it private, like to where if you go take a shit, is it like a 1-stall bathroom or is it like 5 stalls? Is it like
there's 2 stalls and a urinal?
So
I always go in the handicapped one.
All right, so I always do because I like the bigger handicap. So like
I need the space.
So when you go in there and like how many people are in your office?
There's a decent amount. I mean, I don't know. Probably like the 20s.
20s.
Maybe a little less, depending.
So 20. Is it all guys?
No, there's a few chicks.
So a few chicks. Do they know you're going in there to take a shit?
I mean, if they see me walk out and I come back in 10 minutes,
they
probably assume.
Took a shit. Yeah, they know they're not going to go in there.
They get a shit too.
Yeah,
okay?
Girls' bathrooms are worse, and I know that for a fact because of what I do for a living and what the girls tell me. Because
going
I work with
in there
girls.
And having sex with them. All right.
Toe sucking in the ladies' room.
I mean, I'm sure. See now here's where toe sucking gets weird.
Okay.
Some broad's got some open-toed shoes, maybe flip-flops. One falls off, walking around in a public ladies' room bathroom.
You don't suck on that.
You don't suck that toe.
No.
Yes, that is probably worse than an asshole.
There's nothing wrong with an asshole. I don't understand what the problem is.
Poo comes out of there.
It's a good thing.
I eat ass. I'm not saying I don't, JB.
Right.
What I'm trying to say is that everybody gets so fucking, they get on my case. So you're so, this is fucking gross, for the grub, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, you're sitting down here on this fucking podcast trying to insult me, all right? I invited you on here, okay? Yeah, everybody's eating ass because Nicki Minaj rapped about it 2 years ago, and then everybody thinks they got to do it, right? We've all been eating ass for years because we're the real champs.
That's right.
Okay? Do you really think a toe is dirtier than an asshole?
I don't get it. Stupid.
You are the new host. You're the new co-host. Fuck your son.
You're off. Stay in San Diego.
Don't come back.
Put a condom on the toe if you can't handle it.
Unless you send a picture of Kristen's toe in your mouth. Don't come back.
And don't bring your damn dog either. Speaking of shit, that freaking dog. All right, so I go to walk the dog, right?
All right.
I'm getting ready to go to work, so I'm go walk the dog. And I take the bag with me because I got to pick up the shit afterwards, right?
I hear you.
So the freaking dog's lollygagging around, right? He's doing his thing. He's pissing a little bit.
Dog. Dude.
Yeah. Dude, so he goes around the corner and he's got to take a shit. So he takes his gigantic freaking shit, right?
Ooh. Small dog, big shit.
Big shit. It must have been like as big as this thing over here.
That's what a nice Native American tribe somewhere, you bring the dog there, they look at that dog for 10 minutes, takes a shit, be like, we have a name for dog. Small dog, big shit. That's what they call it. Continue on.
So the dog takes a shit, I clean it up. He goes to piss me off, and I know he's doing it to piss me off because Kristen and Keith are in California. Oh no, he totally knows what he's doing. He looks at me and goes, Mom and Dad ain't here with me. I'm gonna fuck with you. So he goes 10 more feet, and he squats and he takes another shit. How am I gonna pick up the shit? I've already reversed the bag.
No.
I've already reversed the bag. He's done that twice to me so far, and I'm so stupid that I don't bring a secondary bag.
You only bring one bag out, you fool me once, right?
That fucking dog.
2 shits again.
2 shits again.
Got me twice.
And you know what the bastard does? I come home today. This is after this morning taking 2 gigantic, huge
What are you
shits.
feeding this fucking dog?
What? Well, all right, he was a dick last night. So anyway, last night, we'll get back to his shit again. Last night, so the poor cats are just trying to eat. This dog is
you gotta lock
wreaking havoc,
them in somewhere or whatever.
Well,
He goes in the bathroom, right?
Well, I just try and keep everybody happy here, but he went after Thor, and that's a problem for me.
Dude, I already know, and I never feed these things. Thor goes in the closet. Dog goes in the bathroom. Other cat's chilling wherever she wants because she never causes any trouble.
Right.
And Satan goes in the cage.
No,
That's the way you got to roll.
Oh, that's right. Keith puts Thor in the cage. Kristen was telling me that.
Thor goes in the closet.
Thor goes in the closet.
Satan goes in the cage.
Satan goes in the cage.
Can't mess up Thor. Thor's going to get confused. She's an old gal now.
Well, because Thor seems to like being in the cage and eating, and freaking French fries goes barreling into that thing full force, and poor Thor's like, wow! And the dog spills the thing all over the place. So I grabbed the fucking dog and said, fuck out of there, and let them eat. Then she's disrupting Satan. Satan's trying to eat. I'm trying to separate all these freaking
Thor's disrupting Satan?
No. French fries. He looks like French fries. That's my old dog.
Yeah.
I keep calling him French fries. Anyway, no, Skywalker.
Yeah.
He's just going into everybody else's cage. I'm surprised he didn't freaking jump into the freaking fish tank. Oh, by the way, the cat jumped on the Satan jumped on the fish tank.
Yeah, she's fucked, dude.
Yeah, dude, she flew onto the fish tank and knocked the whole freaking thing over.
I'm going to be real. I'm surprised. You guys touch each other yet?
Who's that?
You and Satan. Because I feel like someone's going to burn if one of you touch each other.
I converted it. I baptized it.
Did you?
I have holy water.
It's a necessity, though. That fucking cat is fucked,
Yeah,
dude.
he likes me. I have it under control.
I don't know. Is it a he or a she?
I don't know. It's an it. It's definitely
It's an it.
So anyway, I have to separate the
Power of Christ compels you, cat.
The power of Christ compels you. So anyway, I take freaking that dog and I put him into the cage, and of course it's like, and the dog, and so I said to the cats, all right, I'm gonna refeed you. Because the dog obviously messed with it.
Yeah.
So I refeed them, they're good. And then he starts chasing them all over the place. So anyway, all right, so that's that. So
back to the shit.
So I take him out in the morning. He takes 2 huge freaking shits. I get shit on my finger, right? Dog shit on my finger, right?
Yeah. It happens.
Right, it does happen. I get rid of it. Kristen tells me where to take the dog shit, what to do with it. I follow Kristen's orders because I'm afraid of her. Anyway, so why would we be afraid of Satan when we could be afraid of Kristen?
Yeah, we could be afraid of Kristen instead.
So anyway, I come upstairs to go take a shower before the podcast. What is the fuck? There's shit all over the upstairs. It ain't from the cats. It's from the dog. Dog took 3 shits today. 3 gigantic shits.
That's not cool, man.
Dude, 3 gigantic shits.
See, now that you and Satan are cool now, maybe you need to get Satan on your side to fuck the dog up because they fight.
Well, I'm thinking so. Yeah, Satan kicked his ass in afterwards.
Yeah, she usually wins.
Yeah.
She usually wins.
Yeah, freaking Skywalker.
Where's Ram Ranch 11? Why is it giving a problem here?
What are we doing? We're doing another ad?
No, all right, it's right here. Okay. So I'm going to, just so I don't forget, because you reminded me. I don't even know how to explain this. There's this random guy that made these songs called Ram Ranch, right?
Ram Ranch.
Now, I'm not going to explain. They're cowboys, okay? The song's about cowboys. That's as far as I'm going to go, because I'll ruin it for you if I go any further. There's like 100 and something of them. We just started playing one every episode.
Okay.
We're on Ram Ranch 11.
Ram Ranch 11.
Okay. So
ladies and gentlemen, Ram Ranch 11.
Let me get her going. I'm going to get it in the thing so we can watch on the TV. We play like 45 seconds to a minute and just, see how we're feeling. Hold on, so this is 10 through 16? Or is that just the date? It says Ram Ranch 11.
Yeah, Ram Ranch Cowboys are in Montreal. Fucking the French boys. Got the French boys on all 4s going oink, 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 oink. Yeah, little French boys going wee, wee, wee all the way home. Huge herd. Ram Ranch cocks deep inside you. Yeah, Ram Ranch Cowboys are in Montreal. Fucking the French boys. Got the French boys on all 4s going oink, 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 oink. Yeah, little French boys going wee, wee, wee all the way home. Huge herd. Ram Ranch cocks deep inside you.
So right around like 30, 45 seconds is when like shit starts to repeat. So we just like to get like a nice chunk of it in there. But
so he puts a new version of this song up every week?
I don't know exactly what he does, but he's already got like 100 and something of them out. So
Wow.
we don't know where he is. I mean, we have, we'll be good for years.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we just pop a Ram Ranch on because why not?
Why not?
I guess they're in Canada there, boys, eh?
Eh?
No, I'm talking about fucking, you know.
I was dating a girl up in Canada for a while.
How was that?
Did we talk about that?
Let's talk about it now.
So I was in. I don't know if we ever talked about this in the podcast in the past, but anyway, so the kids were young, right?
Okay.
And so I said I needed a break. So I said I got to get a vacation. So I took a flight I went to Mexico. I went to Cancun, right? Mexico. And so I'm there by myself.
It's the only place you can go in Mexico without getting stabbed.
Or you can get your liver taken out, right?
You take too many steps outside that resort, dog, you might come back without a certain organ.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad back then.
If they let you come back.
If they let you come back. So I went out there and there's a whole bunch of Canadians there. And I'm just sitting, chilling out, and I start getting to know these ladies. And I ended up...
That's the type of thing that JB can do.
That's what I do. That's what I freaking do.
How many times have, like, the three of us have been hanging out, all of a sudden you're fucking talking to people, we're like, how does he do it? Getting numbers and shit, we're like...
Yeah, dude, but those days are over, man. I'm not dating anymore, man.
Just relaxing?
Just relaxing, then we're dating.
Going gay, dude?
No,
You're talking about the freestanding...
No, because if I was dating, I would go gay or not gay. I'm just not dating, man. I'm just
so not dating,
myself.
period.
Not dating, period, bro. Yeah, dude, I'm just enjoying myself the way it is. I go into the woods, I get centered. Relax.
Find your chi.
Find my chi.
And you find something to lube up and you get it in there, baby.
Brokeback Mountain. Brokeback Mountain.
Brokeback John. All by himself.
Yeah, dude, so I ended up dating this girl from Canada. I went up to Canada a few times, man. I had a great time. New Year's up there one time. That was awesome. And then back when we were living in Englewood, she was coming hanging out. She'd fly down or take a bus. So, yes, I've had a Canadian woman before.
There you go, eh?
Yeah.
You know, if it's a big deal, though, don't worry about there, Joe. I'll come down there. Just rent a car, fill up at the Petro, head on down. I'll grab some Timmy Hortons for us. Okay, I know you love the Boston creams there, bud. Okay, and then I just take my top off when I show up, and you suck it down, and I head back to Canada. Okay, good to see you there, bud.
I don't think they like getting their toes sucked in Canada. They're hockey players.
I appreciate you stopped sucking my toe there, bud. we really appreciate. Thanks a lot.
I still don't understand why there's people problems with sucking on toes. I mean, I don't do it anymore because it's been a long time, but
because they're cunts, John.
It's my favorite thing.
Because they're cunts. That's why. Okay, you're trying to please your woman, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna explain a little something about how I am in bed. Okay.
All right. You got Dan Haggerty.
Not too much because I'm not gonna
giving a sex education. Hold on. You're gonna give your fan base right now the talk.
Little insight.
You're gonna the talk like you give your son, or your whatever. You're gonna give the talk to the podcast class.
Well, I hope I never say anything I say on this podcast to my daughter. I can tell you that.
Well, the funny part is that this is on YouTube and it'll be here forever and ever and ever.
Yeah, that's what my dad says too. He's like, "What fucking age can I show her these videos? The second she hits 13, I'm showing her the podcast."
I'm sure your mother wants to kill you already.
She can't listen. She won't
can't
listen.
Yeah, she can't.
I think there was another time where she wanted to listen because the very first episode Eric was on, right? Our buddy Eric. You know Eric.
Yeah, sure.
And it opened up with talking about like fucking what are they called? The Dutch rudder, like when you're holding your dick but your buddy is jerking the arm. And I think my mom tried to listen to that, and then she got like 40 seconds in. She's like, I can't do this. So I think later on down the road she forgot about it because my mom forgets everything. But my dad's an avid listener. He listens to every episode. And my dad's like, excuse me. He's like, nah, honey, you're not. Yeah, no, you're not listening. You don't want to listen to this. And he's right. She definitely does not want to listen.
She hear you talking like that.
But yeah, my son. I'll let him know when he's, like 15, 16. He may be sexually active by then. You never know. And I'm going to let him know. I'm going to be like, hey, listen, this is what you got to do, okay? It's not about you. It isn't.
Right.
All right.
Right.
And eventually you realize you start to take pleasure in that. The more you pleasure your significant other, the better your eventual climax will be. It's really that simple.
And less chores you might have to do.
It never stops, man. It's everywhere. It's not like she makes me do anything. I'm actually like an anal retentive
freak.
you
are. Yeah, of course. You like everything.
If it comes to like who's sloppy and who's anal, you know what I mean? And not licking ass anal, like anal retentive freak. Like my girlfriend is like the sloppy one and I'm the anal retentive freak. I'm the cunt in our relationship.
So you're the girl.
Yeah, basically. I have the breasts for it, so I decided to just play the part.
So-
although hers are much nicer, but mine are perking out. They're getting there. Another cheesesteak, I'll go up a cup size tomorrow. It's all about pleasing your woman, Jamie.
I'm
You know,
damn
like
sexy.
yeah, and I fucking, great nipples on these bags,
Do
too.
you? Yeah.
Yeah, they're all right. We've seen them.
Look, I haven't seen them.
You've seen them.
Ah, Dan, look at that.
They're
huh?
hairy now. Remember when they were inverted? Do you remember that?
Yeah, dude.
A long time ago, they went
What'd you
inside.
do? What'd you do?
I popped them out. I held my breath and went,
And they came out. What size do you think you are? Like a full size B?
I could easily get a B, if not a C
B
cup,
cup.
man. Probably.
Yeah, B
They're-
cup.
But I think if I put my arms up like that, they don't look so saggy.
I didn't think they looked saggy at all. In fact, I was kind of
what it
attracted
is?
to it.
You know when someone's either losing or gaining weight, but you see him every day, so you don't notice.
Yeah.
So you've known me for so long,
Right.
you haven't noticed how large my breasts have gotten. That's really all it is.
But you look thinner than you look. There was a time you were a little bit thinner. But you remember my other nickname for you was Dan. I used to be Fat Haggerty because you lost all that
that's true.
weight.
I'm definitely pretty heavy now, though. For sure.
Is it because you're happy? You got the baby, and there's.
I mean, how much it's just a time management thing, and like how much of my time, because you have to be addicted to eating healthy
and running like you were doing.
and fucking and I've done it all before. We've all done it before, whatever. And you go on and you off and on and off, whatever. I obviously will get back on like a healthier track, and I obviously need to sooner than later. But yeah, man, it's fucking.
So let's get back to
I'm
you
still
talking
alive.
to
No
your
one's
wife.
told me my no, but that's what I'm saying, dog. You gotta please your woman.
Okay, so you got to
gotta
please your
take
woman.
care of her.
Right. So what
Multiple times.
So
if
what do you say
as
to her?
many times as possible.
Okay.
If she wants it or not. I'm just kidding. But then when it's your turn, dog, you know what I'm saying? Then you just get to fucking kick the feet up, right? Get your hands in, and you relax, and you're like, okay, let's let's wear this, let's get that vibrating toy, let's put this movie on, That does
Hickory
like-
dickory dock.
My wife went to touch my cock. I made it come, so I asked for some. She told me to fuck off. Oh! I just made that up. Not too bad.
That was
for a-
damn impressive.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
So I might not get my cock touched later, but
Probably not. Well, because you got to wash that thing.
I do it. Now it's sitting in jeans because it's chilly outside, right? That's
it's
why I came here with a
ridiculous.
hat and
Yeah.
everything, and that's the first time I even wore a hat at all the past few weeks, even though it's getting chilly here and there, on and off. But I never just marinate here in jeans. I always come here in fucking b-ball shorts, a t-shirt, and flip-flops. But it was just a little too brisk to fucking roll outside like that. I just wasn't feeling it, and I regret the decision immediately. I should have worn basketball shorts, and I shouldn't have worn flip-flops. I got socks. It's just moist.
Ugh.
And like manly in here. It's just like this stench of like wet man floating in here. You know what I mean?
It's like the smell between the ball sack.
Yeah, exactly. And there is a fucking smell down there. People try to act like there isn't. And guess what? You hang out with a pair of jeans on, gets a little warm where you're at for an hour or two. You can smell your dick by the end of the day. I don't know what the problem is. Everything smells eventually.
Yeah.
Everything.
Of course it does. Well, it's sometimes it smells like was it salt and vinegar potato
Suck
chips?
out my big fat chocolate balls. Put them in your mouth and suck them. Salt and vinegar chips. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's got. I mean, if you like salt and vinegar chips, then
Some girls do.
you're ready to go into salty balls. But you can't do that to somebody. That's not.
No,
okay.
you want to be clean. I mean, you want to trim.
Oh, I
You
already got a shot pour. What am I doing?
you didn't do the shot.
I poured that not very long ago.
You didn't drink it though.
I'm about to.
Oh, that's good.
I think it is. Keith's been better get a ride, bro. You better be ready. I'm like, dude, like I know what it's like hanging out with your dad, and like, yeah, your dad will be like, let's hang out and drink and stuff, but like, he understands I got a kid, I gotta wake up early. I'm sure he's not gonna want to drink a ton either.
Right.
Like, relax, like, and not once have you been like, fucking drink. I used to be fucking fat, Dan, fucking agony. You haven't done it once.
Am I supposed to do that? Keith didn't coach me to do that. He didn't say, all right, listen, Dad, you got to do this.
He was like so dead serious these texts. He's like, I'm telling you, man, get a ride. It's like, dude, you need to relax, bro.
So
Like,
should I yell at you? Is that what I'm supposed to do?
I mean, you could, but eventually there's going to be a point where I completely stop and then I have to go home. So,
Yeah, because I mean, you got to drive.
yeah.
Responsible
I have to
father.
wake up when the fucking baby's like, I don't give a shit if it's 4. Wah. And you're like, I do. Go back to sleep.
So do you like switch? Like, how does that work? Like, if his baby's up before?
Well, I mean, so every now and then she might roll around at night and make some noises or whatever, but then you wait a little bit, she'll go back to sleep a lot of times, and that's fine. She normally sleeps through the night. She's good.
Night.
She's good on that. She's always been pretty good with that. At the worst, it's been like once a night, except at the very, very beginning, you know, we had to, a lot of times we actually had to wake her up in the middle of the night to make sure we fed her and changed her when she was a newborn. But it all depends on our work schedules. We do it by like, you know, whoever's day sucked more, or whoever's day is going to suck more the next day, that'll be the person to wake up in the middle of the night, or that won't be the person to wake up in the middle of the night if she wakes up. You know, we play it fair. We go back and forth. We take turns.
That's good.
So that's what you got to do, man. Yeah. You can't just be leaving it all on one person or whatever. Like, it's all about 50-50, dog. You know what I mean? 2019, you can't be just fucking, you do this and I do that. And you know what I mean? I remember when I went to my cousin's wedding, my other cousin, the guy's brother that was getting married, I was in the bathroom changing Isla because it was me, my brother Steve, and my other brother Tony, and Isla. The four of us all went down. And Isla was like, well, this was in May, so she was like 4 months old or whatever. So I'm changing her in the bathroom, right? Obviously sober because I gotta keep the baby alive. That's fucking, what are you gonna do? And my one cousin's in there, and he has 2 kids, and they're probably like, you know, maybe like 3, 4, 5, something like that. They're a few years old. They're walking around. They're talking a little bit and shit. He's like, you know, yeah, and they're from the South, so they get the Southern accent. So I'll tell you what, you know, Danny, you know, I'll tip my hat to you there. You know, you're a great father. You know, I can't do that, and I'm changing the diaper. I'm like, oh, you're not a big diaper changing guy, you know? He's like, oh, I'm just, you know, I'm not really a big baby guy, you know. And I'm like, looking at him like, you got 2 fucking kids, dude. What did you do when your kids were born? Did you just like, no, sorry, no. You not only have to breastfeed those things, you could have postpartum depression and change all their diapers and get no sleep, and I'm just not going to do any of it. Like, you gotta help out.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you think it's because he lives down south?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I get it that some people are like, they're not baby people, they don't want kids, whatever, and I respect that. And it's like, you know what? Good. Don't accidentally get pregnant and treat your kid like shit. Fine.
Yeah, right,
don't fucking have kids. Snip it off. Come wherever you want. Let's do it. That's fine. But, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if maybe his wife really wanted kids more than he did. I don't know that. Because they were at our table and she was talking like seeing kids because she was, you know, I was talking to her a bit. She was seeing, you know, my daughter Isla and stuff like that. She was like, you know, your daughter's so cute and sweet. And I think about, oh, you know, have another kid. And I'm like, you know what? I don't know. I think 2's enough. Laughing. We're like laughing, joking around. And then after my cousin made that comment in the bathroom, I'm like, probably because my fucking cousin, your husband, didn't want to do shit to fucking help you out. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, you know, because it's got to be 50-50. That's the way you got to do it.
Yeah.
You got to do your best.
So you think Keith's super pissed at us right now because we're talking about babies?
Always. Well, he might have hopped off. He might be done with us.
I'm sure he is.
I don't think I think he just said, don't forget Ram Ranch, and he bounced. Right? Don't forget Ram Ranch. That was the last thing he said. I think
don't forget Ram Ranch. I wonder what they're doing. Him. Yeah, fuck him. So we're talking about fatherhood. We've covered a lot of gamuts so far.
Yeah, we're all over the place.
We are totally all over the place.
I don't think we really finished what we need to get into with ass licking and toe sucking.
Yeah, well, you said that you were going to tell me how you roll in the bed.
Oh, well, I got there a little bit.
No, you didn't, because that was 15...
I'm not going through everything.
Well, not everything. I would be
disrespectful to my wife.
No, you would never want to do that, but you said, I'm going to give you an example of how I kind of roll in bed.
For the most part, me being on that podcast is that.
Wait a minute, you being on the podcast is how you do it in bed?
No. I mean, like, disrespecting my wife in general. You're like, oh, you would never want to do that, but I'm just making a joke, meaning like, just me talking in general on this podcast is probably...
Right, well...
She's got a very good sense of humor, though.
Oh, of course.
So...
I mean, obviously, she loves you. She married you, right?
I mean, she doesn't really have a choice. I actually... It's over... I fucking start losing my shit and laughing uncontrollably when I start bugging her and when she starts getting more pissed. And when I start laughing... It's because then she starts laughing. Because at first she might be annoyed about something, but then I start losing my shit and she's like, what's wrong with you? Because I'll just be laughing. I'll be like tearing. I'll be like, oh, I'm upsetting you. And it's so funny. Like, it happened like 2 days ago because the past few days she's been working night shifts, so we're not going to see each other go back and forth. So I haven't seen her since like until yesterday, all week. So like we'll call each other on the, you know, when I'm on my way to work and she's on the way home from work and stuff. And I forgot what I said to piss her off. I'm sure it was funny. So then I start laughing and she's like, and you just hear her like, oh my God. And I'm like, I can't. doing that like laugh, talk, fucking thing. I don't know what it is. There's just something about me bothering her. It just makes me lose my shit. It's hilarious.
Well, that's what she loves you for. One of the things.
Because then she starts laughing too, and she's like, "You're an asshole. I don't get. You're an asshole. You're an asshole." You know, whatever she has to say about just to make it. But you know, what are you gonna do?
What you doing? What you doing?
Keeping the baby alive, dog.
Gotta keep the baby alive, dog.
Show up to work and keep the baby alive. That's pretty much it.
For sure. Hey, let's see what the Yankees are doing.
Yeah, we could. We should. I can't play it on here. That would definitely.
No, I'm just saying. Hopefully they're
fuck something
losing.
up, but
hopefully they're getting killed.
let's just see here. Yankees.
You should tell
tied
him
3-3, top of the fifth. Wow. I wonder if we're gonna catch it.
It's gonna be. They usually destroy the Twins, but you know what?
The Twins are a very, very good team this year. But here's the deal: their division was horrid. Even worse than the East.
Right.
So a lot of people bag on the Yankees for like, oh, you know, they face shit all year, you know? Because the Red Sox weren't great this year. The fucking Orioles are terrible.
Well, that's how life goes.
The fucking Blue Jays are pretty shitty. I mean, the Rays were obviously pretty good, but a lot of times we would win the series against the Rays. But see, that's the thing, you know, the Twins, they are very good if you look at certain things. That's most home runs. I think they broke like a fucking record. Whatever it is, but their fucking division is horrid.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, who's in their division? It's like the White Sox, the Reds. Like, who? It's like absolute garbage. Like, they're the only decent team there. So that's just like, what is that? Like an automatic like 60 or 80 wins or some shit? You know what I mean? You think about how many games you play. A lot of games against your division. If your whole division is garbage, it's like fucking like a third of the win. It's like guaranteed wins. You know what I mean? So, you know, it was the same thing was said about the Yankees too, but.
Well, we'll see what happens. What does my sister say? She said, I don't even know how to listen to a podcast. This is my older sister. She's,
okay.
And I don't know.
The big Mets fan, right?
Yeah. Isn't it live? I thought Keith does his podcast on Saturday nights. No watching Evil Empire, hoping they get quickly eliminated. This is my sister to you.
That makes sense. Every Mets fan hates the Yankees, so.
Yeah, well, you know what it is? It's more like it's not even the Yankees. It's the fans. It's not you, Dan Haggerty. You're not a dick when it comes to it, but I've come my whole life. All my friends are Yankee fans.
I'm like the exception to the rule with the Giants and the Yankees fans.
You are.
I'm not that like, 28, here it comes kind of guy. You know what I mean?
Right.
For the most part. Like if I had to be a complete cunt because I'm...
Well, yeah, you could be.
Fucking bamboozled constantly by Mets and Jets fans just fucking trying to shit on me all day, even though their teams always suck. Yeah, well, the Mets didn't suck.
How do we get away with that? Like the Jets suck and we still talk shit.
That's all you ever do. You know Scott Paul, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so he's a Dolphins fan.
Right.
So I guess with Darnold going down, I think they had like a real shitty loss or something, and Scott Paul posted a status on Facebook like, he's like, I want to talk so much shit about the Jets right now, but how can I? I'm a Dolphins fan. So I commented, I'm like, dude, you go ahead and talk shit. It wouldn't stop any of those fucking lunatics, bro. He was like, dude, you're fucking right. I was like, talk your shit, dude. They never stop talking whether they suck or not, and they usually suck. Dude, the Jets had a pretty fucking solid, like, they had some good shit going. It's just a fucking shame that he got mono, man.
Yeah.
So now he couldn't come back this week, so he's probably gonna next week, right? If everything goes well.
Still not gonna be 100%.
But that's gonna. But then what happens? Then he fucking. So what? You get the Eagles this week, right?
Right.
Which,
they could beat the Eagles. I mean, the Eagles, they're spotty.
The Eagles are spotty, but here's the deal: the Jets have a third string quarterback, and you know what I mean. Like, their playbook's gonna be minimal.
Yeah, no, definitely minimal.
Unless Adam Gase, because that's the problem. I feel like Adam Gase hates running backs, and he's got one of the best on his team. He needs to get 25, 30 fucking touches, dude.
Right.
He needs to run that motherfucker into the ground, especially when Darnold's out. Do you want to win football games? You know what I mean? I don't know what his problem is with that. I know he's like a QB whisperer or whatever. But like, so this is week 5, right? They're probably going to get beat by the Eagles. The spread's like 14.5. They're not going to be able to do it. They just don't have the ability to do it. I'd be unbelievably surprised if they won. Like, I'd be blown away. And then they have like the Patriots and the Cowboys.
Yeah.
They're going to be like fucking 0-6, 0-7. And then Darnold will come back.
Hey, listen, on my predictions, we're going to be 10 wins, 6 losses.
So you're going to say when Darnold comes back, they're going to win out?
We're going to lose our first 6 games. And then we're going to be like the Miracle Mets. We're going to come back and haunt you.
Well, see, Darnold's a good quarterback, man.
Nah, I'm joking. It's not happening.
No, I know.
All right, listen, my son just texted me and he told me I need to yell at you. Drink the fucking shot, Dan. I used to be fucking fat Haggerty, who's now a dad with tits. He just did the shot, ladies and gentlemen, but he's been
Whoa.
What?
I've always had the tits.
That's true. You always had nice tits. You always did.
Yeah.
But now we call him Wailing Fudge.
See, I really, really like that, man.
Yeah.
I really like the Wailing Fudge. I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah,
We're going to keep that going.
Yeah, Wailing Fudge. But I'm seeing that they're off that side of it. But he did text me somewhere along the way.
No, I think they got back on.
Oh, they're back on.
Well, maybe not. I don't know.
Where's Pat? How come Pat's not?
I think he was ST Swagger. I think
He's. What do they come up with fake names? They don't put their real names up there.
it's like usernames or whatever. I mean, Keats is Finn. Shots for Likes podcast.
Right.
And Kristen has like Chris 10F. I don't know what that means. It's,
So, dude, I vacationed in Long Beach Island, right? And then I went to when I went to Philadelphia. You know the whole adopted thing we talked about.
You can bring that. Make sure you got the mic. You can keep it like an inch or two away from you.
Just like
But you hear how clear your voice sounds now when you're
okay,
close.
here we go. Yeah.
These are you should be familiar with these mics. Yeah, have you ever recorded with an SM7B?
No,
No.
I don't know.
They were really created for like spoken word,
Right.
but they're used a lot for vocals nowadays. Because they can handle screaming really well.
Right. It seems like really tight, tight, compressed.
It's clear. I do have a couple of plugins on. I do have like some compression and stuff like that, some minor stuff. But these are like $400 a pop. These are, like Joe Rogan's using these things. You know what I mean? Fucking Mike Fatty fucking Francesa uses one of these.
What a dick.
It's these, and there's another one of the mic. I don't remember the brand. I think it's like Audio Techna or whatever, something like that. But these, and there's another one. It's like the studio standard for the fucking radio and podcasting.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you know what we can play?
What?
I'll pull it up. I'm gonna pull up. You know what? I'm not even gonna tell you.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you watch it, and then you'll be stoked, and then we'll go from there. But go ahead and start talking about your thing while I'm pulling it up. Your vacation.
No big deal. I went and visited my biological mother's high school, where she went to high school, and I broke in.
Wow!
The door was open, so they were kind enough to give me a tour. Guess who graduated from my biological mother's high school?
Who?
Get jiggy with it.
No. Will Smith.
Will Smith, and Will
Just for the
Chamberlain.
look, I don't light it. Don't curse. Don't fight it.
Don't fight it.
Fucking Will Smith, dude. I love Will Smith. I actually love Will Smith as an actor.
Well, he's
I love
fantastic.
Fresh Prince. He was. Sometimes he gets a lot of shit, but his rapping's garbage.
Yeah. Well, especially in the beginning, I don't know how he got signed to that nonsense he was putting out.
All right, let's go. We are on the Shots for Likes Twitter right now. Okay. I have an account, and this is my tweet. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, so we need to play this bad boy right here.
Okay.
On.
Oh, this is when Dip goes up, right?
All right, so you saw this?
No, I didn't see it. I heard about it.
Jeff in Jersey. What's up, Jeff?
Hey, Mike. I was wondering how much lasagna you can eat in one sitting.
Not a big lasagna guy, to be honest with you. But anything else on your mind? That's it. I mean, if you're going to come with that, at least got something to follow it up with. Because, I mean, oh my God, the hit and run with something stupid like that. I mean, who cares? Kevin in Manalapan, what's up, Kevin?
That's brilliant.
Dude, he got him, man.
Dude, I wonder how long it took Dip to get on the phone with him.
I think he said it took a while. Like, he was trying it for a few times over and over before he finally got it. I wonder if we were able to see the video. I mean, it's too late now. I'm not going to play it again, but that's good, though. You got Jeff from Jersey. Jeff.
He does it.
Yeah.
It's almost like he's taking a shit. Jeff from Jersey. Dipko should call him up and ask him if he sucks on toes. You think Francesco sucks on toes?
Do Italians suck on toes? Is that like an Italian thing?
I mean, they suck on everything else.
No, here's the deal. Italians hate eating pussy, dog. You don't remember The Sopranos when they got on Uncle June for eating pussy?
I don't know.
And Uncle June freaked the fuck out and like slapped his girlfriend around and broke up with her because of it because she told somebody, and then those broads in that fucking salon told it to people, and it got all the way back to Tony, and they were all busting his balls. And this was right in the middle of, it was in the early stages, like the first, second season, when June is trying to fucking, take over for, the uncle, Tony's uncle who just passed away from cancer, right? Uncle Jackie.
Okay.
He was the guy, he was the main dude. So then Tony is doing everything, but Uncle Junior's the older guy. He's like, thinks he has the fucking, help me out with the words, man. He's up next. It's his fucking turn.
Oh, he's,
You know what I mean? Yeah, you can't think of the word, right? It's not just me. It might just be this fucking room, but he's up next. It's his it's his fucking thing, So it ends up just being like Tony's like, all right, you take it over. But really, Tony's doing everything. So it's in the middle of all that, even though they're it's his uncle. They're still fucking at each other because it doesn't matter whether you're family or not sometimes. So he's all pissed about it. So word gets around, and apparently that's a big thing with, I don't know, it's just mobsters. I don't know if it's mobsters. I don't know if it's Italians, but it was like a whole episode or two. And he even said, like, he was even like, she was like commenting on it. They were on some like getaway or something. He was like, don't you ever tell anybody about that. Don't you fucking ever tell anybody. So I don't know what the big deal is with eating pussy, but I mean,
They eat scungilli. Why wouldn't they eat pussy?
It's the same fucking thing.
It's the same fucking thing.
Fucking scungilli in your pants there, baby.
Scungilli.
Yeah, he walks right in the fucking thing, slaps her around, he breaks up with her. He's like, you fucking bitch! You fucking skank whore! I fucking told you! I'm like, what's wrong with eating pussy, Uncle June? What the fuck's wrong with this show? I never got it. Even when I was a little kid, I was like, because that show came out like the 90s. I was fucking like 8 or something, watching it on HBO. My parents weren't around. So I'm like, this is fucking great. So then I'm like, don't you want to eat pussy? Don't you? I thought it was. So I don't know. Apparently Italians don't. So.
Yeah, I guess not.
Answers your question, whatever you're talking about. You were broken into school. We passed that, Will Smith?
Oh, no, we already did that. And Will Chamberlain went to the school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they have a whole hall of
Didn't
fame.
that guy used to just fuck every single chick ever? Was that the basketball? I mean, I'm sure all of them do. A lot of them do. But wasn't Will Chamberlain like known for like just fucking railing it all? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
I don't know.
Dr. J, maybe. I might be thinking of Dr. J.
Yeah.
He was the guy on the Sixers, right? Will Chamberlain was who was Wilt Chamberlain on?
I don't remember.
Me either.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I obviously wasn't alive, but
Yeah,
pretty sure.
He was back from the 60s, I'm pretty sure. 60s or early 70s, Will Chamberlain, right?
I think.
Yeah.
We could Google it, but
Just Google it. Oh, did we steal that from
just Google it.
Just Google it. What do you got? You got your ass is you're gonna get that ream tonight, dude.
Well, because I'm not going to shower when I go home,
So I guess you're not gonna get ream tonight.
I mean, maybe I could.
Do you buzz yourself down there?
Oh, yeah.
You gotta buzz yourself, dude.
The wife got me the, it's actually, I feel bad too because, I asked her for it and she's, her family, like they love Christmas and birthdays. They're all about, that type of stuff. Right. And, so I was like, you know what? Cause she kept asking me what I wanted for my birthday. I think it was earlier this year, my birthday. I was like, you know what? I keep hearing things about the Manscaped, the buzzer for the balls.
Yeah.
Cause you ever use a buzzer and you clip your balls
God,
and it bleeds shit.
I've done it a million
It's very
times.
sensitive. Yeah, same. So I have her get this buzzer for me, right? She goes out of her way to get it and the whole package with it and all this shit. So I'm going to use it the first time. I'm thinking like, all right, I'm good. And it fucking cuts me a little bit.
Really?
So like the bottom razor, I think is ceramic and the top is still metal, but it has like a really big flat part that I think you're supposed to have the flat part like on your balls going. So I don't think the razor is still supposed to touch anyways. It's good. Like it works. Obviously it's great, but yeah, no, I shave my shit.
Did you read the directions before you applied this thing onto your balls?
They keep claiming, oh, it's guaranteed won't fucking cut your balls, blah, blah, blah. Because it's all over every podcast. It's all over on the radio.
Yeah.
Like they got commercials everywhere. You've heard it. You're aware, right? You've heard the Manscaped fucking 2.0.
I did. Yeah.
I mean, it works good. It definitely, it's going to cut your balls, but you like have to use it a certain way. It's still like you still can cut your balls with it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Dude, I use a regular razor.
Well, see, you're fucking playing with fire, dog.
Yeah, no, dude, but I have the buzzer, right? I have the buzzer, right, to take care of
the
top.
pubis, you're good.
But the bottom part, you can't do that because I've nipped myself a couple times. So I've mastered the technique of shaving the scrotum with a regular razor.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a pulling technique. You're pulling on it to make it tight, and
I do a thing where my fucking minute Irish penis and my scrotum, I kind of get the piece of the scrotum over here and my minute wiener over here, and I do like a bat wing technique.
Yeah,
right?
that's exactly
and
right.
I flatten out that whole area, right where the base of the penis, the part of the balls. and then I'm able to get the buzzer nice and close safely. Because the whole thing, man, you get nice and smooth. It's like adding an inch to your dick. You know?
It does. Yeah.
Because you feel the extra, like, you get a little...
You kind of look down and you're like, wow, it looks pretty impressive.
Wow, I never seen 2.5 inches look so good. Am I right?
You should do another shot.
I'm good.
Yeah, I think you should do another shot.
Like, and you're a nice guy. I feel like because I know it's like your son, excuse me, is the way he is because of you, right?
Yes,
but
totally.
I feel like you're calming down. Things are okay. Technically, you're a grandfather now because I'm your second son.
Yes.
Right. By the way, feel free when you have time, if you ever do, because I know nobody ever has it. You got to come over and see your
only if the
pseudo granddaughter.
Only if the baby pukes on me. I want the baby to puke on me. That'd be good. I want to like burp it and shit. It's past burping and everything.
It's way past that.
All right, I wanted to.
Now we're at the point where it's like looking at you like it wants something from you.
Yeah, that's
and
okay.
It wants to run around, but it can't run yet. And when you put it on the floor and look away for 5 seconds, you look back or crawled 10 feet away and it's about to fucking have some kind of stack of razor blades fall on it or some dangerous shit. My house is nowhere near fucking baby proof. What was I talking about? We were on shaving balls.
You were talking about my son, like,
but now, like, you're just a calm, nice fellow,
guy.
and then it's just fucking this douchebag, like, fucking make Dad drink. Come on, what are you doing? I've been telling this for weeks, and now you don't make him drink. You gotta make him drink, right? Is that what the fucking texts are, probably?
No, he's telling me to yell at you.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm lengthening out what he's thinking,
right?
Because he probably can't even fucking spell in the text because he's fucking hammered or something, right?
Yeah.
So you're like shit. You're fucking playing what was that? Scrabble. You're playing Scrabble in a text message, trying to put together a sentence. Make fat fuck Fudge drink. Okay, I get it. Right? That's probably all you got it. But I know what he's thinking. He's probably pissed. Like he's like, Dad, make him fucking drink. I told him. Blah blah.
This is what he said. He said,
I like the pink phone case, by the
thanks.
way.
Wait a minute. Now,
purple.
Now I got Kristen and Dan's. Wait, Kristen walked away because you keep talking about kids. That's what Keith told me.
So you were right. They get mad.
They get mad, and so Keith is still hanging in there, even though we're talking about kids.
I guess so.
All right, she walked away. Well, that's good. So Keith, you'll be kidless for the rest of your life, and that's the way you want it.
Yeah, it is. It is. I can tell you what, it is the way he wants it.
You should tell him. This is what he's initially before at 8:57. You should tell at him LOL, and then underneath he's put yell.
Yeah.
So he missed that.
At least he's correcting his spelling.
Do you think my son's drinking?
Are you gonna make me answer that as if that's an honest question that we're confused about?
Is it like do you think my son's drinking? Like that'd be like asking, do you think John goes to church on Sundays?
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like.
So yeah, so he's drinking, my son.
Yes,
right.
That's literally all he's doing.
Did he tell you the whole fiasco about the airport and everything?
No. I want to, because I know he's got a bunch of shit he's gonna be talking about when he comes back next week.
I'll leave it be.
I know, but in his defense, dude, vacation, why not? What else are you doing? You're gonna go out and do things and have fun, but it's like, like if you're not driving or whatever you're doing, like, yeah, have some drinks. You're on vacation.
No, of course. I mean, if you crack the beers at 7 a.m, why not?
Remember, I know we bring it up all the time when we fucking went to Myrtle Beach, dude. Michael Jackson dies when we go on vacation.
Yeah.
Like, who's going to plan that better? Just in the pool making fun of him. People around us were like,
fucking northerners.
Jeez. Oh, what's wrong with these people?
He just died. Michael Jackson just died.
Do not disrespect.
Do not disrespect.
Don't you dare do it.
Get Jermaine. I'm going to get Jermaine. And I'm going to get LaToya. And I'm going to get Janet Jackson. And not only that, I'm going to get the runt, Reverend Jesse Jackson.
Was that the father that used to beat him with fucking tree branches?
No,
the lunatic?
I am the original civil rights person next to Dr. Martin Luther King. Al Sharpton is my protege.
That guy that everybody's racist, right? Isn't that like his whole ordeal or whatever?
Who, Al Sharpton?
Like everybody's like evil.
Yeah,
or something,
everybody's
right?
evil.
Yeah, everybody's.
Yeah.
Which
he looked
for
better
the most part, he's kind of right, but
he probably is. But he looked a hell of a lot better when he was fat. He became a vegetarian, and he's got this weird head. And he's thin and he looks terrible. He should eat.
Well, he's one of those people that are looking to create issues.
Well, that's
right?
what he does. He's been doing that since Tawana Brawley. 1980. He
Roll of toilet paper? What?
Tawana Brawley story. Look it up. Just Google it.
Onomatopoeia?
Yeah, this is how he started his whole routine. But, yeah. Anyhow.
The what, man? What was I going to say? There was you might think this is funny. There's this radio show on Sirius called The Bonfire. I mean, you were mentioning that you have Sirius or whatever, so you should listen to it. It's on, I think it's Monday through Thursday at 6 p.m.
Okay.
It's these comedians, Jay Ogerson and Dan Soder, and they're on, I think it's the Comedy Central channel, whatever it is.
All right.
I can look up the number. I think it's 95. Channel 95 is the Comedy Central channel, I think. And they're from like 6 till whatever. It's a few hours. But they're really fucking funny. And they had in one of their episodes, they were talking about that black chick that hosts the show that looks like a gigantic man with huge tits, Wendy Williams, I think.
Wendy Williams, yeah.
And she was going off saying, she was basically defending Michael Jackson, saying he didn't do all that shit that he gets accused of, and that just to leave the family alone. And then she started defending their father. Like, God, I know him, he's a good man. And like first off, that guy's like an absolute piece of shit. Second, they start making fun of Michael Jackson's father, right? I forgot his name, but they show a picture of him, and his face he looks like this.
Yeah.
they're like, dude, he just looks like he's in a wind tunnel. He's like, dude, when they said that, I fucking lost my shit. I'm telling you, if you listen to that show, they're unbelievably, because they just bounce off each other so well. And Jay Okerson's like one of our favorite comedians. He's fucking hilarious. But they have a lot of good shit going on. But I just wanted to bring it up because that fucking wind tunnel face that guy's always got. But
I mean, even his wife left him. Joe Jackson's wife left him.
That's it, Joe. Yeah,
Joe Jackson's wife. Wait a minute, isn't Joe Jackson an artist from London, England?
I don't know.
Yeah, he is. He's Kristen loves Joe Jackson. Believe it or not. Yeah. It's shit. I forget what his popular songs were, man. But he's from London.
I don't even know who he is. So.
Joe Jackson.
Oh, Joey.
Joe Jackson.
Yeah, but I remember when I was a little kid too, and I probably shouldn't have been watching this either, but I just watched whatever I wanted on TV when my parents were either working or whatever. And it was like this, it wasn't a documentary, but it was like a movie about the Jacksons type of thing.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it's called or anything, but I just remember go outside and pick the branch. Go outside, pick the branch, right? And they're out there, and the kid. I don't know if it was Michael. It might have been fucking Tito. I don't know.
It was. I think it was. Maybe it was Tito. It was Tito, right?
I don't know. Maybe you've seen this movie. Maybe it's a popular movie. I don't remember.
Yeah,
I was very, very young.
He used to make him break off a branch so he could get whipped with it.
Right. So he goes to grab a branch, and you hear him. That was too small. Get the bigger branch. You fucking lunatic, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not like judgmental towards spanking or stuff like I get that shit. Like, I don't know, like as long as you're not slugging your kid and stuff, I'm not like judgmental. But I don't want to be any type of physical at all with my kids. Like I would hope that I'm not like that in any way, shape, or form. But at the same time, like I'm not like judgmental from something. Like I said, as long as you're not beating the shit out of your kids, as long as you're slugging your kids. Like sometimes you need to learn. Like you learn from your parents a little bit of fear, but like respect. You know what I mean? Like you have to learn, just think about those kids when you're in the fucking grocery store, right? Well, I want this fucking cereal, and she's like, and then, what does she do? And she's either just relax, or she's like doing the same thing back to him. You know what I mean? Like there's got to be a middle ground somewhere. Like if your kid's a little cunt, sometimes you got to do something about
Absolutely.
it. And like I said, you're not slugging the kids. No one's beating the kids, but you fucking a little smack or something, or a little come here. The kids gotta learn respect.
Well, when I was growing up, we stole my dad's matches, and we were lighting matches. Right?
Awesome.
My father.
Who the fuck doesn't love fire?
Yeah,
I'm in.
My father catches us doing that. He grabs all three of us, brings us down into the cellar, and he used to have a college paddle that he went to school with.
Oh, wow.
Pulled our pants down. He smacked us. Yeah, he smacked us, and I never played with matches ever again.
There you go.
Yeah, never played with matches. Now, my mother used to hit me with a wooden spoon.
Dude, my mom, she didn't even get to hit us because my mom would crack the wooden spoon, and we'd scatter like cockroaches. Now, my mom usually did the thing where it was like, oh, wait till your father wakes up, because my dad always worked nights, right? So if it was like real bad, there would be that, right? My mom wasn't fucking around either, dude. She got mad enough, you'd hear that crack on the counter. She never got to us because we fucking ran, dude. I remember my brother Steve. I don't know if I ever told this story. I might never got to. Maybe Steve told it when he was on. I'm not sure if he did. Me and Steve, it was when we lived in West Milford. But it was like I was still pretty young. Like I don't even know if I met Keith yet. It might have still been middle school. My brother was probably like 18, 19. You know, what is he now? He's like 36, 37, whatever. And so we do this thing like we're in the kitchen and we're like, oh, like, I'm gonna pretend to hit you. You know, and I'll hit my fist, but I'll hide it with my chest. Mom will be over here. You fall to the ground, right? So he does the thing, right? And I go, ah, like I make this like fucking like noise, like I just got punched in the face, right?
Yeah.
And I fall right the fuck on the ground because I'm like 12 or 13. I didn't give a shit. You know what I mean? When you're young, you fall on the ground like that. Now you break a femur. You're fucking out of work for 6 months. Flopped right in the ground and like pretended to fucking cry and shit. My brother said he's never seen the look on my mom's face like he saw that day. My mom literally just went red and just like a firm like sped up walk towards him. My brother's like, no, mom, it's a joke. It's a joke. Like, we're like, my brother's a grown man. Like, he's like, what, 19 at this point or something? Like, he's not like 13 or something. Like, he's fucking technically, legally a man, right? It's a, Dad, and I swear to God, I'm pretty sure for a few seconds I was like, because he used to torture me like crazy when I was younger.
Yeah,
so I was like, fuck you fucking, now's my time. But after like a few seconds, because I thought my mom was going to swing at him. I really did. I thought she was going to fuck him up bad. I was like, Mom, no, it's a joke. I'm fine. And she looked at both of us like, I don't know. I don't even know if she laughed. She might have just been like, you fucking dicks, like walked away or something, but we got her good. Like, it was just like, right when she walked in, she couldn't see the fact that it was fake. I fucking played it perfectly, and she fucking went red, dude. She was gonna...
Dude, your mother's dangerous.
Fuck, Steve. Fuck yeah, dude.
Your mother's totally dangerous, man.
Dude.
I'm totally afraid of her. I'm older than her, I think, and I'm afraid of her.
Yeah, no one wants to fuck her out with
How old's your mother?
Mama Haggerty. 50-something. She might be close to 60.
All right, so maybe she's a little older than me. If your dad's retired, I'm 55.
My dad is like, he's got to be like 65, 66 now. And my mom is 7 years earlier. So she might just be like 58, 59.
All right, so they're around the same age, yeah.
So yeah, but no, she's a fucking...
Dude,
she's all woman, dude.
Yeah,
she's
dude,
ready to go, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with her for a second.
I don't think anybody really fucked with her back in the day. You know what I mean?
Nobody messed with her.
She was never a dainty broad that was like, oh my God, I need my man to protect me.
No.
Pretty sure she was like, back up, Steve. I got this.
Steve, I got this.
All right, oh, fuck you take care of it.
Let me get another beer.
Right? I saw the chat move and I was like, I'm going to look over and I'm going to see Keith calling my mom the big guy. And that's exactly what he fucking did. I don't think my mom's found that out yet, and we just better all pray to fucking Jesus that she never does.
Wait a minute, you guys call her the big guy? Wait a minute, did your dad know you call her the big guy?
I'm sure he's heard it and just like...
Well, he's going to hear it now.
Oh, no, it's been said a million times. Like, like I said, my dad listens to every episode. But my dad knows that he's like, everything's a joke. He's like, I understand how it is. So he doesn't take anything seriously. Doesn't mean if my mom fucking didn't hear that she wouldn't fucking be pissed about it.
Oh, no, dude.
Because she already wants to kill Keith just for whatever.
Why does she want to kill my son?
I don't even know.
You got to love my son. Look at him. You just want to hug him.
Dude, she's not feeling, I don't know if she's that, like, you know, she always knows he was my best friend. Like, she doesn't actually hate him, but it's like a running thing that, like, she's going to fuck him up. You know what I mean? I don't know why. I mean, who fucking knows? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe my mom has this idea in her head, like, that I'm just like this innocent guy that, like, Keith makes me this fucking ass. But it's like, no, Mom, I'm just an asshole. And he's just an asshole, too. We're both assholes.
Both assholes.
You gave birth to one of us. So this is 50% your fault. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you should do a shot to your mother.
I love you, Mom.
He's going to do a shot. See, Keith, I don't necessarily have to yell at Dan to get him to do a shot.
I don't always make Fudge do shots, but when I do.
Wailing Fudge.
I can't even explain to you how much I like Wailing Fudge.
Dude, it's so cool, man.
It's like unbelievable.
Did you ever see what Wailing Jennings looked like? Dude, his music's so cool. It's like really sultry and like, you know, deep and...
You fuck to it?
Some of his stuff, yeah.
You can fuck to
you
it?
would know you would know some of his songs.
So you know what? Let's get into that. Let's get into music and fucking and the things going at the same time.
Sure.
Because I've never been a fucking to music type guy.
Really?
I don't know. It's like food. Like, here's the deal. I love music. I love food. I love fucking, right?
Yeah.
I love all three things.
Right.
I never mix any of them.
You never mix
Well, I
anything.
definitely mix music and food. I mean, who wouldn't do that?
Right.
But I like, I'm not like, oh, let me dip a strawberry and some chocolate off your titty and fuck it. I'd be like, put your tits away for a second. Let's eat the strawberries, okay, sweetheart? I'm not like, I don't mix the food and the sex. They're two separate things in my mind. You like, it's either hunger and that's it, or fucking vagina and that's it to me. You know what I mean? So maybe it's just the same thing with the music. Like, I love music so much, and like, it's like a whole nother feeling to me, maybe. Like, the mixture of the two, it's not, you know.
I used to date a girl from New York City, and she always, whenever we were doing it, she would put Bruce Springsteen's on the album, The River.
Fucking liver cirrhosis.
I think it was what album had Rosalita on it? It had Rosalita, all that shit. She always had Springsteen on when we were doing it. She must have been thinking about some other guy that she had the Springsteen on.
Just want to fuck Springsteen. She's getting JB fucking better.
She never called me Bruce.
Oh, Bruce! You're like, whatever, bitch.
I didn't care. She got
I was going to say,
she had
most
great
men
boobs.
wouldn't.
She got great boobs, man.
Great set of New York boobs.
Yeah, dude. Titties.
Kitty had some big ass titties.
Titties. Yeah, I never was one to be putting on like classical music or anything like that.
Or the R&B is a big one, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Girl, I'm gonna fuck you tonight. Ooh. Right? There's just something with the music, like, I mean, you throw on a porn, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know?
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, if I gotta put something on,
What are you gonna put on?
or you leave the
Would you fuck the Limp Bizkit?
dude? Because I mean, fucking laying the pipe, right? Get off me, bitch! Fucking biscuits,
Smack her in the head.
Come on, you like it, pa. Yeah, no, there's no way, dude. I'd fucking freak the fuck out, flip the mattress, start losing it, moshing fucking ass naked and shit. Just my socks on because I didn't get a chance to take them off or something. You know what I mean?
Well,
there's
wait a
no
minute.
way.
So
there's no way I'd ever mix the LB and sex. Ever, dude.
So you wouldn't play Burn the Bridge and have your way
And
with your
hear
wife?
Jay's fucking shit voice.
It's what's the word he was? What was that word he used? I'm indecisive.
Yeah. I'm indecisive. That shit bag.
Yeah,
The
dude.
last thing I want to hear is his fucking
Shrill douche
shrieky-
voice. Dude, I'm like, Jay, let me help you out with the vocals, man. I'm gonna teach you how to sing a little bit. You know, you can do all the screaming, that's great, you got it, but let me help you out. It's gonna save your voice. I don't need vocal lessons, Mr. Bummer.
He literally said that to you, huh?
Yeah, he did. I don't need vocal lessons. I'm like, all right, dickhead, get out of my house.
Yeah. No, he was. Oh man, I remember going into what was that guy? Fucking what's his name? Don. The guy who says something with the recording.
Yeah.
I remember, like, I just remember him because this was the first time ever really recording for sure.
Right.
And happened to be in like a legitimate fucking studio like that one. And I just remember getting so angry at him, even though he was 100% right. And he was just telling me what I was singing was off key. And I just didn't get it. And I couldn't get it. And I was like, getting mad. I'm like, what do you mean? Like what was I, like,
Don
17?
Don the engineer was?
Oh, no, yeah. Well, I mean, he's recording us. We're doing vocals. He's trying to, you know.
Yeah,
and
he
he's
gets
just
angry
like,
a lot.
And he's like, well, no. He was doing his job.
Right.
I was an unbelievably inexperienced musician / vocalist. You know what I mean? Like I didn't have any idea what was going on. I just didn't get the concept of theory and like being on key with whatever key you were playing. And like, I didn't really put that together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Me and Jack are writing songs on our guitars. We're like learning songs of our favorite bands. We're learning shit by ear and just winging shit, but still like now it's obviously a lot different. I've been in the studio multiple times for every instrument, including doing vocals. And now you get it. Now you're actually happy when someone tells you that because you don't want to sound like shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I've actually been in a place where like the last record, one of my last bands we recorded all the tracks ourselves. Then we had him add plugins to it.
Right.
And do stuff with the drums and stuff. We did fake drums for the record just to make it cheap, even though, our drummer fucking played everything or whatever, but basically recorded all the vocals with him, then let him mix and master and do everything. And I remember, like, you listen to the album and like he uses a lot of, it's not auto-tune, but it's a newer, different thing. It's like Melodyne, it's called, or something. And he just used a lot of it. And I just remember thinking and hearing like, dude, like, why would you say this line was okay? Why would you say this, like, if I wasn't hearing it and I thought I was nailing it and I clearly wasn't, like, don't do, like, he was that type of engineer. Like, he would kind of like be like, all right, I'll fix this later. And sometimes it would be too shitty to fix and you can hear it.
Right.
Like the pitch from going from one note to the other.
Yeah.
Like, I'd want it to, like, I know you throw a little bit of that on here and there or whatever, but like, if we're not hitting what we need to, then just fucking tell us. You know, it's not even like, because I remember we've recorded older stuff with him, like other stuff with our old band Sirens.
You went back to that studio with Don?
Oh, no. This is a guy, Kevin, who works at Barbershop Studios. In
Barbershop, yeah, right.
The last few albums I've done with the last couple bands is where I went back there. And it's not like, because when we first did albums with like our older band Sirens back in like 2010, 2012, we were like super broke. So it was like, dude, let's just make this as cheap as possible, please, you know? But now, you know, with my last band, Double Overtime, like, you know, what was it, 2-3 years ago, we recorded a whole full length. And, you know, and it's mostly all singing, pretty much no screaming. So obviously everything mattered. And it was me, the lead singer, and the other guitar player all had some singing. Me and the main vocalist the most. But so there was a ton of singing to do and shit. And like, you know, none of us really like, the vocalist is an amazing screamer and he actually sing pretty good too. The one guitar player is just, you know, sings here and there. And, you know, I can sing decently, but I'm still not like great or anything, but I can, you know. So it's like we need to be told if we're off key or if we're sucking and shit like that.
Well, that's what a producer would do. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, that's, you know, I mean, that ends up being an engineer's job when you're just recording a random band, you know.
Right.
But it's not like we told him, like, dude, we got to be super cheap, you know. I'm in there like, dude, does that suck? Don't let me fucking not, you know what I'm saying? So we get to a point where it's like we're past, there's no more time. He's booked. There's no more time to fucking book more vocal. And like, it's like, then we're stuck with this one part. It's supposed to be a huge vocal part where I'm hitting a really high note. And it might have been like just a little flat. And now he has to use the Melodyne to bring it up, but you can hear it and it sounds fucking weird. And you're like, why didn't you tell me I wasn't hitting it, dog?
Right.
Like, I know, you know, like he always had a really good ear. He has a great ear. He's a really talented engineer, but I think he just gets way overbooked and he books too much. And I think he might give people deals just to be booked all the time because he has to book a certain amount of hours because it's a multi-million-dollar studio there at Barbershop.
Yeah.
So I can understand his plight of like what he's going to do. But, you know, long story short, tell me if I suck. That's what I'm saying. So
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, it's nothing worse than hearing that, you know, that something was done on the album to get that to sound the way that it did.
Yeah.
Our motto always is if you can't put it in sounding right, it's not going to sound right no matter what, you know? So
which is the model you should go with.
Totally. If you put in shit, it's going to be shit no matter what you do to it. So that's why, like, when Rod and I were recording a lot of stuff, they wanted to fix with auto-tune. I'm like, no fucking way. I would rather it sound a little off because I like that. It gives it life, you know, because now everything's through Pro Tools and this, that, and the next thing. It sounds so freaking synthetic. It doesn't sound right. I like it to breathe. That's why I like recording on 2-inch tape or used to like recording on 2-inch tape and then transferring it over at that point.
Yeah. No, I agree. Because you really can tell it's everything is over polished and
it's
like
terrible.
it's really nice hearing your shit come to life in a nice studio, getting that polished thing, and you're like, oh my God. Like when you hear it through those amazing studio monitors that you'll never be able to afford for your home studio and shit, you know what I mean? Like all that shit's great, but at the same time, especially depending on like the music as well, it's like, dude, like we want to play live and have people get the same gist as when they're listening. Of course,
absolutely.
Like I made it a big deal. Like with this album, I was like, dude, because he's a big guy. Is like, all right, all the rhythm tracks are doubled up, leads in the middle, everything's gonna sound real full. I'm like, dude, listen, we're pop punk. You know, we're barely a step above not sounding like shit. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna sound tight and clean. That's what we're looking, because there was like a little smidges of metal, nothing crazy, but just like some influences. So you still wanted to sound tight,
right,
and stuff like that. But it's like my guitar is on the left, Aries' guitar is on the right, and that's that. There might have been like one or two parts in the album where I made it a big deal. I was like, I know what you want to do. You want to make things sound full and up, but I was like, we don't want that. We want the album to be, you know, when we played shows and stuff, because we actually had time and money and shit put into our equipment, and, you know, try to make things and like a lot of like compression and noise suppression on guitars and like making everything sound good. So like we want it to try to be the same thing, because nothing's worse than like hearing that album and like hearing a band, you're like, oh, I've been jamming this album for like 2 months. This band's coming around in town. I'm going to go see him. And then like it's just like it's garbage.
Right,
It's like nothing like the album.
Yeah.
The singer sucks. He can't hold to what he fucking recorded, and I never wanted to be that. And like sometimes when you're in a band with 4 other dudes and certain things happen, you can't always get exactly what you want. You know what I mean? But you know, that's how it fucking happens.
Did you? I was at Paul's house, Michelle's boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. Dude, all of his bands, he's got like 1,000 of them.
1,000 bands.
And they're all fucking sick.
Yeah,
he's awesome.
Yeah, dude, I love it. And he loves you. And he says, oh my God. Because I told him I was doing this tonight. He's like, oh my God, tell Dan I said hello. We played various venues together.
Bunch of shows.
Yeah, bunch of shows.
Past few years, we have 2 different bands that we were actively playing with here and there. And then we have like another one of our older bands, pretty much the same dudes, but just, switching instruments, whatever. And the same with Paul. Paul's got like 3 or 4 different fucking bands. Right. They all rule, and we all ended up being on the same shows and shit. But continue.
Yeah, no, he's a cool Dutch. So he brought me. I went to his house. His house is beautiful, by the way. And so he brings me downstairs. They have a full. What are you looking at? Oh, that over there.
Yeah.
He's got.
I think I read. Or no, I do have to read. No, I read the. Or no, I didn't. I'll read an ad. Don't worry. There's only one left, Keith. I got it. Keep going. Fuck him.
Oh, he's being the
producer.
producer.
We gotta stop paying attention to him. No, because we're not just calling liberals cunts for 3 hours in a row.
Well, it's a different vibe tonight because I'm the old man.
And there's nothing wrong with that, JV. Don't listen to your fucking son, all right? I'm drinking, asshole. Relax. The song's called Rosalita. That's what he's talking about.
Oh yeah, Rosalita. Yeah, that's the Springsteen song I was banging to.
Already. Look at us, we're cruising. All right, keep going.
So yeah. Anyway, so his whole downstairs basement, he's got like a stage set up. It is so banging. He's got the amp set up there. Dude, we should totally go there jam one day, man.
Oh, I would love it. I would do it in a heartbeat.
Well, I said to Paul, because it's the first time I was over there, I said, listen, dude, we should write some stuff together. Just he wants me to teach him how to sing, like sing properly. Uh-huh. So I'm going to give him a couple lessons just to kind of get him where he needs to go. But I'm like, dude, we should freaking jam. We should freaking jam. Just have
Paul's
some fun.
Got a pretty cool voice.
Oh yeah, dude,
for sure.
Totally, yeah, totally. And I love his stage presence. I love what he does. Paul's definitely got it going. Yeah, and he's a great guy.
Yeah, he's one hell of a musician. He's a cool dude. I've known him since Burn the Bridge actually used to play with one of his older bands. He was the lead singer of that band.
Really?
And they were called Fake Your Death.
Did I meet him ever? When you guys played in Montclair that one time.
Completely coincidental that we just happened to. I don't even think Keith remembers Paul. Okay. This band Fake Your Death that Paul was the lead singer for, Burn the Bridge played a lot of shows with them. I remember Paul. I was always very social. Keith wasn't super social with the other bands. Sometimes he would be, sometimes he wouldn't be, whatever. But me, like, you always got to socialize. You always got to, like, and do your shit and try to get on other shows and whatever it is. Like, I've known Paul since Burn the Bridge.
Wow.
And then, and just recently, the past few years, fucking with like Double Overtime and the other thrash metal band we have, Siphon Shit, and just playing random shows. That a lot of times, especially the Siphon Shit shows, our thrash metal band, Paul always ended up like one of his bands would get on the shows that we were setting up and
that's
shit.
Cool.
So and then Paul started dating Michelle. We're like, oh my god, this is fucking small world, man. You know what I mean? But oh yeah, every one of his bands are fucking awesome.
Yeah,
everyone I've ever heard.
Dude, you gotta check this. You gotta get down to his studio down there. I mean, it is so banging. Dude, we gotta play. He's got a drum set down there. Got all the rigs you could possibly need. And I said to him, I said, dude, we should write. Not that I'm looking to do anything, but I'm just saying, like, just bullshit around. I said we should write a love song for Michelle.
I'll play drums. I'll play, dude.
Can you scream a song towards your girlfriend?
Fucking love ya! Right, that fucking like that hardcore, like weird, not really screaming, but it's like this weird fucking.
Yeah.
I don't even know what you call that shit, but fucking love together. Well, that's what we should do. Maybe we'll just find some random drugs that we've never done before and just sit there and jam for 6 hours.
Well, I'll leave the drugs
Michelle
to
comes
you.
downstairs. How are you guys doing? Well, dude, I've never been a big drug guy, right? But there's going to be a point in life when you're going to have to try something, you know? I was like, oh, try mushrooms, this and that or whatever. I'm just scared of hallucinogens. They just kind of fucking, because once you're stuck in that shit, you're stuck in it.
Yeah.
And it's not like if you're like smoking weed or like drinking. You eat some food, you drink some water, you take a nap, you're okay. That shit doesn't happen when if you're fucking tripping or you take mushrooms or something.
You go for like 12 hours.
Yeah, it's shit just you're fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but if it was good, if that cool stuff, boom, tap, for like 6 hours, Paul, get on guitar, Paul, tap, boo, boo, tap, right? It's like the next morning you guys are like sleeping, I'm still just playing drums.
Yeah, dude, it's a pretty cool setup. Yeah, you gotta check it out.
Dude, if you give me like a couple weeks just to plan it out, because that's how life is now. You have to plan things out a few weeks at a time.
Yeah, my schedule is insane for the next 3 months. I don't know why it's insane. I just have commitment after commitment after commitment.
Because you don't have anything going on, you just don't want to be a cunt and say no.
Well, it depends on what the circumstances is. Like I have to. I'm like a big baby. Like if I do something 3 weekends in a row, doing something, I have got to have a weekend to myself that I don't talk to anybody.
I agree,
I
dude.
just shut down. I go into the woods. I go to church. I hang out. I go home on Saturday night. I pour myself some vino. I make dinner for the week. I crank metal. I cranking Limp Bizkit the other day.
Wailing Biscuit.
And dude, I smoke a big fat cigar. That's what I do. And nobody bothers me. Nobody's yelling at me. It's a great thing.
That's the way to do it. You either marry a chick who doesn't yell at you, or don't marry any chick because they yell at you. It's as easy as that.
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. So we'll set up a time. We'll go to Paul's house. We'll have a good time. We'll drink.
I would love to.
Yeah, dude.
I'd be unbelievably down. It'd be awesome.
All right, I'll talk to Paul about it for sure.
Yeah, let me know.
All right. Do you have to do an ad?
Yeah, let me do the ad. We'll get it out of the way because it's already at.
Yeah,
we're at 2.5 hours, so we're getting close to.
Yeah, wrapping it up.
Yeah. If you want, I'm down, man. If I can go home, stick a finger in my ass, let's do it. You Watch, I Listen is the podcast you need in your life to find the movies you need to see, the albums you need to hear, and the nonsense banter you never knew you needed. Join Dan and Taylor each week as they break down their movie and album picks and go over a variety of topics from the world of pop culture, sports, video games, and tear down the walls of politically correct culture. Surprise guests from the world of Hollywood, music, professional wrestling, political commentary, MLB, the UFC, and more. Call in as Dan and Taylor discuss the questions other shows might be afraid to ask. Find You Watch, I Listen on every major streaming platform, as well as YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all at You Watch, I Listen. Head to www.youwatchilisten.com and join them every week.
Nice. No other ads?
That's it.
Our
good buddies, fucking Cap and Cluggy, they have like a really awesome streaming show they did every Monday night, but they've taken a break from it like the past couple months or whatever. A couple Family Guys as well. We've had them on though, and they're like the funniest dudes ever. They're fucking hilarious.
So listen, should we bring Rod on this thing? I know Keith wants Rod to come on this thing. Uncle
dude,
Rod.
There is nowhere near that will never be no. It's completely up to him whether he wants to come on or not.
Rodrigo Rivera, the king of flamenco. We're gonna have to feed him though.
With a Spanish penis.
This is Spanish penis.
So we're gonna fucking rack of ribs, a couple bottles, and let's fucking have a podcast.
Rodrigo Rivera.
Dude, think about the four of us at this table with a rack of ribs and like 2 bottles, right?
Yeah.
Like we plan the next day to not have shit to do.
Right. I'm gonna be off that next day, and I'm gonna party all night long.
Yeah, and let's just have like a because we haven't had like a monster shit show podcast in a while. I don't even mean like a shit show, but like we all get shit faced. Okay. Like super shit faced.
Okay.
You know, I'll make sure the wife can pick me up or whatever needs to happen.
Right.
And we just have like a monster 3.5 hour fucking drunken Looney Tune podcast. And you guys just tell crazy tour stories,
There's
dude.
a lot of stories, man.
And that's what the people want to fucking hear, JB. I'm telling you.
So Rodrigo Rivera, if you are listening, actually he's on where Rod is on his anniversary weekend. He got married, I don't know, I guess 5 years ago.
Anniversary, getting the punani on the weekend. What's the year? How long?
I think it's 5 years. I think it's 5 years. We went to
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Cinco.
Yeah.
Cinco.
Oh, Rodrigo Rivera, king of flamenco. He used to get so pissed off at me because I'd be like, and I introduced the whole band. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only.
Breathing all heavy like you're fucking and shit.
The heavyweight champion of the world. Right? He'd be looking at me like, fucking stop it. And I'm like,
can we start the song?
The king of flamenco.
What's flamenco? Is that
flamenco guitar, classical Spanish guitar. You're right. He's an amazing flamenco guitarist. The king of flamenco, Mr. He used to get so pissed off.
I was gonna say the whole time he's like, you fucking, he's super mad at you and shit.
Yeah, dude, so we'll do a whole thing with, I'm going to drag his ass here. I'm going to make him do this. I'm going to tell him there'll be food involved.
Oh yeah, we'll make Keith cook.
Yeah, we'll make Keith cook
We'll
ribs.
see if Keith is able to pull off, like, you know, having a day off so we can cook some good shit during the day, or something, and we'll make it a whole thing.
Yeah, he's on the Rod's doing a keto diet, so like he's lost 18 pounds.
Get a
dude,
bunch
on the
of
keto.
fucking meat, dog.
Ribs and they want you to
We'll
eat
make
fat.
like a North Carolina type of sauce where it's not sweet. We'll make it like a vinegar.
He can't eat sauce. He has to eat it everything just like as is.
What is the North Carolina sauce like vinegar based?
Yeah, but it's got sugar in it. He can't have any sugar at all. You're not allowed any sugar whatsoever.
No, I hear you. I understand that. I'm saying let's figure out some kind of. We'll make it homemade.
We'll make it homemade, and we're gonna get Rodrigo Vera on the show. So do I say goodbye now at this point? What goes on?
What? Dude, my wife is asking unbelievable stuff.
Whether you want a strap on in your ass, or what does she want?
That's gonna pick up our nephew from the high school.
Oh, I remember the days of when I had to do shit like that. It's only going to get better. Soon you're going to have to pick up the milk and the eggs. Can you pick up the milk and the eggs on the way home? And by the way,
if you want that finger in your ass, you better not forget the eggs.
Right. If you want that finger in your ass, or maybe double penetration with 2 fingers, you best not fucking forget the Coca-Cola, the milk, and the eggs. And for God's sake, don't forget the cheese and the lube. He's texting his wife right now. Okay. So how do we end this thing? Because I got to go.
Whatever way you want.
I don't have to do this the Shots for Life song or something like that?
No, we don't do this. We don't do this song anymore.
We don't do the songs.
Here, what I do is I hit that guy, and then it does the little title screen, and you finish it off with one sentence right now.
All right, well, so we're going to finish this off right now. It's such a pleasure to be back on the show. Coming to the stage, the old man, Keith Finn's father, John Boma, wants to say thank you so much. Dan Haggerty, so proud of you. And God bless, and I can't wait to see you all again. We're going to bring Rodrigo Vera, and we're going to bring my son back. God bless you all.
Stay black.